poko tani, poko pon. We are RessaTanu on the Tani of RessaTanu account. Hello, hello, how are you all? Kakuzu, what do you mean? We're not retiring the other page. But we are here today. We're gathered because the adventure shall conclude. No rip. Oh, I just realized. You guys can't hear the background vibes. Let me know how things are sounding today. Too loud, not too loud. No, not gone forever. How's everyone doing? Thank you all for waiting for me. To be quite frank, there were a few pending things that needed to be completed today for this stream, and I actually feel like there is... It'll be fine. It'll be great. It could have been better. Well, who was Frank? Surely you know Frank. Your EP? No, not gone. Not gone, and not forgotten. Tani's Frank, Reese's Apple. Gasp, wait. What? What do you, what, a gem? A gem. Joey, you didn't trade, is that supposed to be like your, oh, I see, it's like you're paying your Tani taxes. I forgot I was supposed to go back and add to the Tani tax for everyone who paid last time. I gotta do it. Gotta make sure we're, you know, collecting the taxes as we should. Do you guys want to see, since this is the last, this is the very, no, I didn't forget to allocate the taxes. You know, I just had to do it manually this time. And also, how are you doing, doctor? All good again? Feeling better? A great episode of your first stream, the conclusion. You know, that's how it goes sometimes. You know, Perf, maybe one day, but very unlikely. Not on this channel, at least. Do you guys want to see, since it's the very last stream for the RessaTanu Sidequest number 1, do you want to see all the Risas I had originally prepared to put on the screen? You're all better. That's great to hear. I'm doing okay. I feel like I've had a couple rough days with, like, just feeling physically okay. Mentally, there's a lot going on, a lot of prep to do and such, but doing okay. Doing okay. I had a lot of fun prepping for today's stream, even though I low-key freaked out last night because I was like, I don't think I have enough time to do this. So that's why I'm saying it feels a little bit unfinished, but it's as good as it can get. I think it'll still be great. You want to see all the half-eaten Reese apples? No, they're not. They're not. Okay, here we go. Look at all these Reese apples and Reese's and Reese plushes and just all the different Reese's that have been made in different capacities, different forms from different people. Amazing, isn't it? As long as your adventure ends with slaying the KT, you'll be happy. No, it is, Doctor. The top right is drawn by Magic Sapling. We've got Perf's plushie. Would you call it a plushie? Plushie or Risa doll. We got Perf's Risa plushie doll there. Javi's Just Dance avatar of Risa. And then there's even the one in the middle, the one next to Risa Apple and Perf's plush doll of Risa. That one was made by Mira Commander. I think we only shared it on shared it on Twitter. That might have been the only place it was shown. So if you're not on Twitter much or see our stuff, then you might not have seen it. No! Katie, no! It's not a memorial, no! Oh my gosh. You know, honestly, Doctor, I feel like I can recognize his art anywhere now, too. When he had made something for Mina's debut, I was, like, thinking to myself, oh, that one looks so good. It kind of makes me think of Magic Sapling, but I didn't think it was actually his. And then later he mentioned it, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. It really was yours. No, 07s. If you get more Reese apples, you can make a full stream order. That would actually be pretty fun, huh? We got one of Daku's drawings too. That's the one right above my head. It's I think it's one of my favorite Risas that Daku has done. All right, let's get down to business, guys. Let's clean up a little bit. We'll leave some of the Reese apples Why am I calling them Reese apples now? Guys, it's just Reese's. They're just Reese's. We're gonna leave some of the Reese's here. And then we have a little bit of time for those of you who have not yet joined the adventuring party. This is our roster right now. And also, in case anyone did want to do any trades, I can also share out a public link for this not Google Doc, this Canva doc, if you want to just take a quick peek yourself too. Let me see, where did I save that? One moment, please. Un momento, por favor. To defeat the Huns. Amazing, really. No, no, oh, no, oh 07 Risa either, Doctor, no. But as I was saying, I was gonna grab, what was I doing? I was grabbing the link here. But I was also saying, if you want to, trade, let me know if there's any other trade requests. We are accepting trade requests for companions now. So feel free to request a trade for a companion if you'd like. You can also, if you haven't joined the adventuring party yet, you can also join the adventuring party. So that is permitted as well. But you may want to potentially save your snacks. Not snacks, these are candy coin. You might want to be a little frugal with your candy coin, because there are going to be some stories and you can redeem to be part of the story. The cost for each is a little bit different. One of the stories is significantly longer, I think. So that one will cost like 10k to redeem. And then the shortest story will cost 5k. Because we have that many candy coin, right guys? Right? Surely, right? Right, Perf? You have like 20k candy coin, right? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. It's not gonna be that much. However, I do need to know, is 3k candy coin too much? Stories are pay to win. No, if you subbed early in the adventure, you'd have more. That's actually true though, Joey. If you subbed early on, if you joined in for all of them, you'd have much more candy coin. 3k is all of yours. Okay, perf. So if you potentially want to be part of the longer story, which I'm not saying the longer story is the better story, it's just a longer story. If you want to be part of the longer story, it does actually cost 3k to be part of. The middle story cost 2k, and the other two cost 1k. They're, I think, about the same-ish length, the other two. Some of them involve more things with like companions. Some of them involve a little bit more of the items, but others, others don't really involve as much of that. It's all kind of like luck of the draw, and by luck of the draw, I mean you pick what you think you want. I can be convinced to lower the cost a little bit if we don't think we can fill the slots here, but the only other request I have is that you only redeem once unless we really can't fill the slots for a story time. So, that being said, if you want to trade with anyone, just keep in mind how much snacks you have. I think trading is really cheap anyway, it's only 50. I did also create 2 redeems if you really want to, where you can replace, as in put your item or your companion back on the wheel. And if you would like, you can respin that item and wheel, or item wheel or the companion wheel. But the catch is you might end up with your same one back, right? So you got to be like really sure that you want to do this, especially because let me make those live. They cost 1k to do. 1k to do. You know? Doctor, I'm gonna be so real, I'm lost. Doctor, so what's happening is on my Tanya RessaTanu account, we went into a side quest in which everyone chatters. If you wanted to, you could join the adventuring party. It is a little tough to join today when if it's your first time, right? Because you probably only have the 300 candy coin. But you can still, hang out for the ride. Maybe there's something else that you are still able to do. and partake in some capacity. And maybe towards the end, you may have enough even to join. We could see what we can do. Maybe if folks are free to what did we do last time? We like shared our candy coin, right? If folks have extra candy coin, because today's the last day to use your candy coin, really, they can perhaps donate towards others. And I will also not require you to pay extra more. If it's the conclusion, it doesn't make sense to join. You can still join because the main conclusion is about the story time. The first 3 streams, we were just focusing on like creating info about ourselves, our characters, like finding out our backstory, getting items, things like that. Yeah, so if you'd like to still join, you definitely could. At least you could try to do, let's see, what could you afford with 300? You could join the adventuring party, and you can get an item and a companion, which is actually everything you need for the story. The only problem is how can we redeem the story, you know? Crow also has 2K, amazing. Vapid, hello Vapid. How are you? It's you know, I'd say it's heavily more like the something. It's heavily more like the something compared to the D&D, but it's a D&D feel for sure. Stick, clown shoes, rock, and then the death note. Is that what you have, Kakuzu? Oh wait, are we reading from? Oh, it is what you have. Not just any clown shoes though, squeaky ones. It really is pure cinema, isn't it? Hello, Vapid, how are you? Do I got any takers for the trades? Do you guys want me to make the stories a little cheaper? Should I? Should I? Can I be convinced? Figuring out what to do. What are you thinking of doing today? You don't think you can convince me, Joey? What's a good offer to make me lower the cost for the stories? They're gonna do our story. That's gonna be wild. There's 6 slots that need to be filled in it. I can try convincing you. No, Kakuzu, you're supposed to try to convince me. The 1, 2, and 3K redeems haven't been added in quite yet, Doctor. What I'm gonna do is do them one at a time because I have to fill in the info and then we'll do the read through. And I feel like people do have kind of different ranges of monies. Monies as in coin. Probably just draw or chillin'. You got it? Okay, you're convincing me. Oh, no need to apologize, Doctor. Please feel free to ask all the questions. I'm happy to explain, especially when it's confusing on its own already. All right, guys. I'm making some adjustments here. Does nobody wants to wait. That one. Okay. Does anyone want to put their item back or their companion on the wheel? Oh my gosh, I forgot. I can't be using that. I always do this. Tiny, please. Okay, Vapid convinced me, guys. Vapid totally convinced me. They're like, please. So the cost for story times has gone down. I fold so quickly and easily, don't I? Also, I just realized, I think I forgot to remind Mira that this was happening today. Mira was like, I'm totally gonna be there for sure. And I forgot to tell her, so I don't know if she'll come in today. Don't mind that. The cost for everyone except Vapid has gone down. Wouldn't that be so crazy? 50K, imagine. It's 50K and 97 candy coin. Exactly. That's how much you have to pay if you want to be part of the story time number 4, which happens to be the very shortest story of all the stories that ever storied. Once there was an ugly barnacle. SpongeBob quote. I don't know what comes next. What was I looking at? I was looking at something. It was not you, Joey. Oh, you guys know what we do have to do? Can I pay for everything for Doctor if I can be in any story I want? If you can be in any story you want. What do you mean? Which story do you want to be in? You have 2K. Doctor could redeem adventure story and items and companions by themselves. And then what would be missing? 200 for a backstory and maybe joining a story. So I think Doctor would need 200 in donations plus, depending on the story, 500 or 1K. What do you mean I'm gatekeeping you? What do you mean? What I do need to do, I forgot. I made Magic Sapling redeem. I made Magic Sapling redeem off stream. Mira said that she would be at the stream, so she would do it on stream, but yeah, I think she forgot that today was stream day. However, we can do our spins for Magic Sapling. I guess he wouldn't really be, unless he comes in too. Not necessarily gonna come redeem to join the story, but we still could do it. Patricia! Hello, Patricia. You miss Mira. You did give Mira some good trades. Can't believe I got tier 3 sub to get the candy. No, you didn't, Joey. Joey. But Crow, how much will you have left? You don't have to buy everything. You don't have to buy everything, but that's very kind of you. What was I doing? Guys, what's going on? My brain is slow. It's not new, is it? Oh, here it is. This will be easier, so I'm just gonna... Let's just pop this over here. Great. So I did ask Magic Sapling to redeem. Oh no, now it's stuck behind the things. I don't want it there. Let's move it out of the way. Why is it like this? To the front. So Magic Sapling redeemed off stream. Uh-oh. I broke it. How do I fix this? Usually I'm pretty good with Canva. There we go. Oh no, that's right. So I'll go ahead and do a spin for Magic Sapling. Vapid only got 390. I can potentially also be convinced to, no, I can't. But maybe if others are willing to share. Marvel, how much candy coin do you have? Wait, can you all tell me how much candy coin you have? This will actually help me decide how much things should cost. The most expensive one will really cost a lot, just because it's a lot. But I may be convinced to help with the others. Doctor, if you're willing to redeem your, join the adventuring party. And if you're willing to redeem item wheel spin and companion wheel spin, then I shall do those spins for you. And you don't have to do the stories if you don't want to. 2.3 in candy coin, Crow has. 830 candy coin, Kakuzu has. Oh, wow. Hello, Arctic Fox. How you doing? I want to convince you again. I'd feel so bad for you using anything on you. No, you shouldn't feel bad, Doctor. They you know, this is the last of what we've got. And honestly, Doctor, it's cheaper for you than what I made them do last time, because last time I made it was a 5-to-1 rate. Marble was very kind and gave out many items in the last one. Right. When people needed some help redeeming the item wheel, I think it was, or getting their backstory, instead of 200, 1K had to be donated. So I was a little bit you know, you know. Moving on. I'm choking on my coffee, guys. It's the karma. Doctor, if you'd like to redeem, you can redeem join the adventuring party, and then item and companion will spin. Let us do Magic Sapling spins now while I have remembered that I owe them to him. Where art my Spin the wheels. Here we go. So first for Magic Sapling, let's spin Magic Sapling's first item. Perfect, Doctor. Perfect, perfect. I'll do yours next. You're broke. Magic Sapling gets a toy sword. And for Magic Sapling's second item... Oh my goodness. Magic Sapling will get a blurry JPEG printout of Tiny loading. Blurry JPEG printout of Tiny loading. One thing I was thinking of doing, but I just didn't have enough time to do it, was make a redeem where you guys could try to steal someone else's item. Wouldn't have that have been so funny? And then we would do like we'd roll a dice or something to see if they managed to stop you from stealing the item. It would have been funny, but it didn't happen. Magic Sapling's companion. It's a goldfish in a bag. Amazing. Amazing. Toxic, what? What do you mean? Whatever do you mean? Okay, next we shall do, let me move everyone down. We shall do doctor spins. What happened here? Why did this not work? We'll just do it this way instead. Oh, oops, I keep forgetting I can't do that. Very good. Doctor. Tiny being all like Britney Spears. Toxic? How could you be so toxic? I don't think I'm singing that right. You're tempted to try for the voodoo doll? You could, Marble! You know what, here. Because, Marble, you were very generous. I feel like that is quite expensive, is it not? I will be a little kinder. It is our very, very, very last day. So, companion wheel, where is it? Replace your companion and respin. We shall lower that down to a whopping 300. And we shall do the same for the item respin. You could call me Generous Tawny, really. Really? Marble's like, that's not cheap enough. That's still too expensive. Yes, Doctor, that image. Exactly, exactly. So for Doctor, we shall do some spins, starting with Adventuring Party Roll Spin. Bum-ba-da-bum. Nice to meet you too, Doctor. We've got another healer in the house. Doctor the healer. Wait. How canon, really? Next, we shall see what first item you have. Tiny, if I try to convince you again, it's going to come out very... What do you mean? The doctor wields a very uncool sword. I mean, does that just mean it's a very hot sword? And for Doctor's second item? You're hoping for the Wanderer since you're wibbly wobbly timey wimey kind of doctor. Oh, that doctor. A teeny tiny potion bottle. You're like a travels through space and time kind of doctor. Makes sense. Uncool sword just means my sonic screwdriver. Last but not least, a voodoo doll. Wait, Marble, what if never mind. I was gonna say, what if Doctor gets the voodoo doll? A woodpecker. A woodpecker is your companion. Amazing. Pompoko Corsola. Udon. You were so close on the UFO. So this is the way it works, right? If anyone does want to do it would have been on your TARDIS. If anyone wants to do a respin or a replace to put their item or their companion back on the wheel and try to get another one, let me filter through those wheels a little bit. You can also decide which item wheel you want. You can. If you also try to tell me a very funny pun, I may let you redeem for free. But the pun has to be really funny. It has to be like a tani slapper, you know? And I don't mean like slap your tanis. I mean like a ta and then ni slapper. I'm only gonna give us a few more moments for this, unless anyone new comes in that has not yet joined the adventuring party and would like to. If they do, then we can take a quick pause to be able to get some items and such before we get to the stories. Oh, did I mess up the placement for this? Oh no, it's good. We're good. Daku has redeemed. What is thy backstory? Arctic Fox, you can't get the Arctic Fox. That one's not the wheel. That one's not the wheel respin one. You gotta do the replace. There's no respins on that one. Guys, I can't talk right. What am I looking for? Twitch.tv. I gotta refund that. I need to refund Joey's too earlier. The tawny taxes that aren't real tawny taxes. Joey, Arctic Fox. What am I gonna do with you two? Item. Wait, Arctic Fox, you redeemed the replace one. Oh. Oh, after you, I see. Okay, let me return that to you. Where, Joey, you did, what did you do again? You, it was the trade request. Let's refund that. Okay. So Daku's here. Daku redeemed backstory wheel. Let's start with Daku's backstory wheel. A Nico knee slapper. Who's Nico? You are Punny Marble. I believe in you. We're having a Risakao of a time, eh? A Risakao. Because I want a refund if Mora hasn't claimed. No, you can't have a refund. You can't have a refund, Daku. Yeah, exactly, Kakuzu Tani. I think Commander might be asleep. You know what? We'll do this, Daku. I'm gonna give her a backstory. She owes 200. She owes 200, and I will make sure that she pays it. So we'll give her a backstory first, and then we'll do yours after. Then we'll respin for Arctic Fox, and also for Katie. Not the Who's Nico. I thought that was a good pun. Who's Nico? Wait, wait. I don't get it. Give whoever it was the Tani knee slapper thing. Udon wants to donate his pun that he gave. I don't know if I know that anime. Nico ni? You got all your gear, you're ready for the adventure. You want yours after Mira. Okay, let's spin for Commander real quick. She owes a redeem, so I will make her pay the redeem, and I'll show the proof later. This is for Mira. And Mira's backstory is number 25. So let's remove it. This is Mira. Oh, Udon did it for Mira. All right, Udon, you have money, right? You have coins still? Because you can redeem a story today. So Mira's backstory. You have a mysterious persona and fight brilliantly. You give off calm, cool, collected, but the truth is, you never speak and wear a mouth covering because you can only say terrible things when the covering is off. You know, sometimes I feel like some of the things Mira says can be kind of terrible. This is Mira's backstory. Okay, then we will do a spin for Daku. You sent a pic of it. Okay, I'll take a look. You haven't seen the anime either, but you thought it was popular enough. I see. All right, number 11. This is for Daku. Daku's backstory. It sounds like Mira. Daku's backstory. You were cursed as a child. You always tell lies while your eyes are open, and you can only speak truths if your eyes are closed. That's pretty wild. Imagine you're in battle and you're trying to like swipe at an enemy, and someone's like, where's that monster? And you have to close your eyes and say, right in front of me. Oh, amazing. Crow redeemed backstory for Doctor. Thank you, Crow. We shall do a spin for Doctor. What do you think, Daku? Does it fit? It's perfect for your character, your OC. This is for Doctor. Let's see Doctor's backstory. Number 18, Doctor. All right, Doctor. You were given a flyer looking for singles and thought you were going to a speed dating event. Turns out a party was recruiting a single speedy adventurer to act as bait for a job they took. That's rough. That's rough. But you must be pretty speedy then. You're all timey-wimey, right? You're probably speedy too, in some way. Arctic Fox, are you here? Arctic Fox, calling Arctic Fox. KT, calling you too. You're gonna be up next. Arctic Fox, you redeemed replace item and spin the wheel. My question is, which wheel do you want to spin? This is wheel number 1. It has 2 sticks, a butcher's knife, a bottle of ink, a broken axe, a walking stick, and the most useful book of spells. Oh, and a silver axe. Or would you like to respin on the wheel that has Sacapuntas, Reinhardt's rocket something something, a tax bill from the... Hold on, let's read it from here. Tax bill from the IRS, internal RessaTanu service, Reinhardt's rocket hammer, indestructible potion bottle, but it can't fit in your pocket, or a slingshot. That is a pencil sharpener, Doctor. It's a pencil sharpener. Which wheel do you want to spin? Arctic Fox, number 1. This is number 1. This is number 2. And also, which of your items here... Wait, did you redeem item? You did, not companion, right? I think Katie redeemed companion. Yes, that's correct. The Reinhardt one. And which item do you want to put back? It's going to go on this wheel, so you could potentially spin it and get it again. Your frying pan or your mismatched socks? I was like, is it related to Sakabambaspius? What is that? Doctor, why don't I know anything? I don't know a dang thing. I was worried I'd have to write the backstory I had, but it doesn't actually conflict. Oh, amazing. It adds more of a reason for the backstory. You have to work even more. The socks and the pan are your weapons, remember? Oh, the socks. Wait, Arctic Fox, you want me to put the socks back on or the pan? The pan's your weapon, but you have to put one back if you're gonna respin to try to get the Reinhardt rocket. Oh, what is that? An iron treads. What is that? That's the one extinct fish that looks super derpy. There's even a song about it? Sakabambaspis. Only thing you could trade is the pencil. Arctic Fox. Oh, replace the sock. Okay. Remember, we're not replacing the sock. We're just putting the sock back on the wheel. Okay. I don't want anyone saying that Tawny scammed. Mismatched socks. We'll shuffle it a couple times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll do your spin. Let's hope it's not the socks again. And no scammed. Wait. Oh my god, Arctic Fox, you actually got it. That is wild. It's the socks again. Wouldn't that have been so funny? Oh my god, I can't believe it. Reinhardt's. Is that spelt right? Reinhardt's? Is that supposed to have a T? Rocket hammer. Wild. Wild. No scamming. No scamming here. The pan is my weapon and the socks was your item. Oh, I see what you're saying. Technically, I think we just called everything items, technically. Risa can't be here right now. She's out. Rye and Heart, actually. Rye? Rye and Heart, actually. Eyebrows. I don't know if Risa will be able to pop in or catch the end, but she's I'm trying to make up a story, a fun adventuring story. She's on a quest. She had to do a solo quest. I'll have to do some redacted stuff. You'll use it as your weapon instead of your pan. I think you should. That would be great. Risa's been taken out? No. Oh, 7 reason. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's hope that she can come back in time. I'll watch my Discord in case she can. KT! KT! KT, I am going to spin for you if you are absolutely sure that you would like to put your companion back. Your sock puppet? You don't want your sock puppet? What if you get the sock puppet back? What are the odds that we think Minerva Gray will get the sock puppet back? Tani said taken out. Wait, no, wait, no, wait, what? What? I don't know what I said. Guys, I'm a little hungry. 1 out of 7. What do we... Thanks, Perf. That's amazing. 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 I don't know what that says, but I don't think I should read it out loud. What if it's bad? Perf, do you know what that says? What Suga Maili said? But hello, welcome in. Minerva, it's spinning time. Did I put it back in? Sock puppet. Yeah, okay, let's do a couple shuffles. Wow, 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 indeed. Oh, here. 1, 2, 3. Give me the not. This is not rigged. It's. Which one are you hoping to get, Minerva? Minerva's like, anything but the sock puppet. For legal reasons, she can't answer that. What do you mean? What do you mean? All right, let's spin. Joey gets it. Gasp. The voodoo doll. The voodoo doll. You've got the voodoo doll. Goodbye, voodoo doll. Voodoo doll. Does this fit? Do we think this fits for Minerva? You're screwed? No, no, no. Tani's saying time for the spin. It gives Monokuma vibes. From Danganronpa? What? No way, no way. Okay, guys, I need to know. Do we think we can afford these stories? For real, for real. I know a couple of you can afford the high cost one, which is now 2K instead of... Oh, let me put this away, by the way. Spin the wheels. Suga, I'm not ignoring you, but I don't speak other languages other than English. I mean, technically I know a little bit of Tagalog, but we ask that you have a good time here, but that is the reason why I'm not reading out those chats. Goodbye, candy coins. Story time. So Daku, Risa and I worked on some stories, and what we'll do is we'll fill in the story with your name in certain places, as well as some of them have items and companions. Some of them have more emphasis with the items and companions, whereas others, I think some of them don't even have items. It's like really just about the adventure. So, you know, depending on what you redeem, you may see some of your stuff show up in it, or maybe it's just yourself. You'll just do that yourself. Daku Daku, it's different. This is you going on a little bit of a story adventure with some of the other dungeon crawlers. But I do need to know now, do we actually think we can afford these? I guess in worst case, with the cheaper ones, we could look into reducing them a little further later. What I also would like to know is there one in particular that you all would like to start with? The way it works is there's going to be 6 slots, so 6 people can redeem, and like I asked earlier, if you redeem a story time, please refrain from redeeming another story time unless we're not able to fill the slots. Maybe it's a riddle? Could be. I do know Tagalog. I am part Filipino. I can understand it better than I can speak it. And even then, some words I'm kind of like using context clues, you know? Time to convince Tanya again. Vapid, are you on this? Are you in this party? Where are you? Where are you? And you're not even here, Vapid. Vapid, surely you have enough to redeem the spins. You can think about it. We can do at least one story to start. Kamusta ka, Perf? Mabuti naman dito. The more expensive ones, yes, the story time number 1 is the longest story. Number 2 is a little bit longer than 3 and 4, I think. Vapid joined the adventuring party. Amazing. Vapid's gonna get items. Is Vapid gonna get a companion too? Vapid's getting a backstory. Can you afford a companion? Amazing, amazing. Vapid, does that mean you can't afford to join a story? Because that's kind of what it's feeling like right now. If I had to make a guess, you know, just like a sneaking little suspicion. That's what I'm feeling right now. That's all you got. That's okay. Stares at your wall. It's okay. It's okay. I'd only want to be healed by the redacted. Oh my goodness. Now that the most expensive story costs less, Perf says that he can help some aspiring adventurers. Are you gonna do a story time in the future? Or here or on RessaTanu? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. Oh, Crow, did you redeem that for Vapid too? Well, since Crow did it already, maybe Perf can hold on to it and potentially help some others later. For Vapid. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Crow. Also, oh, thank you too, Kakuzu, for offering. As well as Perf. Let's start with the role. What is Vapid's role? Another self-declared hero. What's your guys' favorite role that we have? I feel like I kind of like the Wanderer, but I also like the self-declared hero a lot. Sap redeemed offline. Yes, Sap did redeem offline. And then I did his spins earlier. A self-declared hero. Let's go to the items. Oh, the trickster is fun too. That one guy's so funny, right? You guys are so right. The self-declared hero who shows up with a stick. Of course, the self-declared hero can hold their own. They show up with a stick in one hand. And a pencil sharpener in their second hand. A sacapuntas. Wow. Then, see, this is amazing. You can use the sacapuntas to sharpen your stick, right? It all makes sense. It all makes sense. The sticks are pretty cool too, aren't they? For Vapid's companion. Vapid's going around with a stick and a pencil sharpener. And a phoenix on their shoulder. What a self-declared hero indeed. It's a pretty good combo, yeah. Vapid can make the most effective... That's so true, Doctor! An intelligent species. A pointy stick! The most pointy stick. Wow, this is wild. The ferret is still here. I hope Risa can come in time to try to replace her... Well, if she still wants the ferret companion, of course. Lastly, we've got a backstory for Vapid. We've only got 4 backstories left, so let's see which one it shall be. There were 2 ferrets. Yes, Marble. 2 ferrets. Number 12. Vapid. Your backstory is... After eating every type of snack found in your village, you've embarked on a personal quest to taste the most tastiest snack that ever could be snacked. With a stick in hand and a pencil sharpener. Amazing. I want to try to change my companion, but I'll need to wait till I get back to 300. You're almost there. Okay, sounds good, Doctor. Sounds good. Can Sacapunta sharpen the pencil, or does it stay dull? That's a great question, Daku. It could get a buff sharpened. I feel like it could. You know, imagine that, like, even if you don't have to hold the item itself. Oh, oops, I should take off this, unpin this message. You don't have to hold the pencil sharpener yourself, right? You could work together as a team. It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing, really. He should be docked points if he faces the stick. But the stick. You can get more points. What do you mean? Why are you getting more points? Creativity isn't allowed here. Minerva. No, per Pompoko biddies. Why? Why? If anyone does want to donate points to actually, let me take off the limits on the redeems. So if anyone does want to donate some points, if you have them, it's okay if you don't. Tis totally okay. What things do we need points donated towards? Wait, I think everyone actually has everything right now, right? It's just, oh, I don't know if this has any. Anyway, just to be safe, let's take that off. Replace. I think that might be the only things people are trying to do now is replacing stuff, potentially. Question mark. Maybe for the story times. 240 now. Oh, you're so close, Doctor. Pompoko biddies. You got 300 coins for doing that. Perf. Joey's gonna come in here again and say, see, I told you it's a pay to win. One thing I wonder is the dull pencil, like the SpongeBob one. There was a dull pencil in SpongeBob? It's not always pay to win. That's not true. That is not true. Anyway, shall we move on to the stories? We can get started with at least one story for now. What story would you guys like to start with? Can I get some requests in the Pompoko biddies? Udon. Not the large candy coin. Pay to let others play. You're right. That's kind of what it is, isn't it? You paid and you're winning. Crow says story time 2. That would be a good one to start with, right? Because it's 1K. Right in the middle. And then that way, some of you can still hold off if you want to try to get up to the 2K one. There's 2 500 ones. Let's do it. Let's make the 2K, sorry, the 1K story number 2. Let's make it active. Oh wait, I said I need to change it. I forgot to change it actually on story time number 2. 1,000 candy coin. Story time 2 is 1,000. Oh my goodness, guys, I did them all wrong. Story time 1 is 2,000. Story time 2 is 1, and then 4 is supposed to be 500. I got them all mixed up. How did this happen? Storytime 2 is active. If you'd like to redeem Storytime 2, please redeem for 1K. He'll pay for you and Doctor. Okay, Crow, let me, if you're positive, then let me edit this real quick. You can redeem a second time on it. Perfect. So we've got Crow, Doctor, Minerva. I'll put KT. Any other takers? Any other takers? So what happens if we win the story? There's no winning. There's no prizes. Uh-oh. Why didn't you guys tell me? There's no prizes. And there's no switch twos. Can we get hints on what genre? I don't know if there's really a genre. What's a good hint for this? The hint is... No, Joey! The hint is... It involves, a snacker favorite. It involves a snacker favorite. That's the hint. Hurts. Oh my gosh, Udon, Pompoko Biddies, Expedition 33. No. We are, if you'd like to be part of Storytime number 2, then you can redeem the Storytime number 2. It costs 1K snacks. But if you want to wait for another story, which you don't know what it's about, then I'd recommend waiting because we only have this one up right now. It's not Expedition 33. The Doctor, you able to replace companion. Oh, Doctor, did you want to? Actually, Doctor's very close to being able to. No, Kakuzu. So Hertz, what's gonna happen is, how many Hertz, how many points do you have? How many points do you have? 492. Oh, so you could almost do a 500. Let me do this actually. I'm gonna open up the one of the 500s as well. So if anyone would like to redeem, and whichever one fills first, we will do that story. So story time 3 is also up. Doctor, whenever you get the 300, let me know if you want to do, whoa, perf, storytime 3. I really thought you were gonna do the 2K one. Oh my goodness. I'm in shock. It's for Hertz. Oh, it's for Hertz. Oh, look at that. That Perks unite. Okay, so storytime 3 will have Hertz, Arctic Fox, Arctic Fox. Genre I was thinking is this is a found family like defeating Demon King. Oh, I see. It's a random adventure. It's a random adventure. Sometimes, would I even call it an adventure? I'm not sure. You wanted the 2K, but you forgot this isn't RessaTanu. We have 50K points. All right, Patricia. Patricia, wait, do you have enough points to do a redeem? I can put it in and then you could listen to the story later. If you have enough for 500 or 1K. I know you all are just sharing all the points today. So kind. Flying around with a rocket hammer. Who's flying around with a rocket hammer? Patricia, quick! If you have enough points. What do you want, Patricia, per fast? Perf, how many points do you have left? Oh, storytime 2. Amazing. Patricia. Okay, perfect. 3.5. Wow. Perf's got a lot. Perf really could donate. Don't. Don't get more points, though, Perf. You don't need more. Hope you have a good night, Patricia. Sleep well. You do have a Pegasus, it's true. You thought it was RessaTanu. You guys are all broke here. It's so funny. Ever since we talked about that pencil sharpener, the Saka Bampaspis song is in your head. I forgot I said I was gonna go look at it. Holy moly, is that the Hazmat Bros? Amazing! You're here! How are you? It is I, Tani. It's true. Because this could help with your story looking at these. It could help. It could help. Daku. Daku, how many points do you have? You don't have to go before Mira. Can I use your 400? Yeah, you can use them for Vapid, absolutely. You can only get bonus for a cheer and only once a month, I see. Great, that's great. Would have been fun to do the 2K. It would have been fun to do the 2K story. Well, I think Joey's gonna redeem for it. Who else is gonna try to redeem for it? Perf? Good night, silly little friends. Where are your silly little friends in your computer? It's so funny. You guys have so little candy coin. 2.7. You want Mira to also be in the same story. Got you. Daku, are you trying to be in the 2K story or do you want to do the 1K? Because if you want to do the 1K, you both could fill those slots. I can just add one extra redeem slot if you want to redeem for both. Oh, you want to be in the 2K. I see. Mira probably has 2K. She probably does actually have 2K. Should we, we'll get to that point, and if there's an extra slot not redeemed, well, Daku, I think you'd have to wait, because if others want the spots too, it should go to whoever's here first, right? So maybe you'll have to wait to see if there's 2 empty slots, and if there is, then perhaps we can charge Mira extra. If she doesn't have enough channel points here, then maybe she's gonna have to pay extra on the RessaTanu channel, and there'll be a consequence if she doesn't. She's gotta pay up, you know? How do you see your candies? Oh yeah, it's the channel points. Vapid, do you want to be on 3 or 4? Hertz is wondering. Give your best wishes. You'll use your leftover if Mira doesn't have it. I'm pretty positive she actually does have 2,000. She was telling me earlier, she was like, Tani, we have so many more snacks, so many more channel points. No one wants to tell you those so that you don't make things expensive. So you know what I did? I made the stories expensive. That's right. What was so menacing? Hertz is asking again, Vapid, do you want to be on 3 or 4? Maybe you didn't ask twice. Maybe I just read that twice. Everybody, Tesseric, welcome in. Tesseric, we are doing story time right now. There are 2 open redeems, the story time number 2 and 3, which cost 1K and 500. If you would like to join one of the stories, you're welcome to redeem. However, I just ask for now that everyone redeems at most just one. If we cannot fill the slots for the others later, you are welcome to redeem a second one. There will be consequences. That was kind of menacing, huh? Okay, Vapid will be on storytime number 3. If you don't have enough channel points you're welcome to say so. I'm also just kind of gauging to see how many points people have right now. Everyone wondering why every NPC is no, that's not true, Arctic Fox. Stay next to your Overwatch duo, amazing. Hello, Sakura. Thank you, thank you. We are doing some redeems right now. If you'd like to be added into a story, Storytime 2 and 3 are available. Oh, you're shy of 2,000, so you're gonna wait for Storytime 4. Amazing. How many of you all are trying to wait for Storytime, or not 4, Storytime 1, right? The 2,000 cost one. A few of you are waiting for it. Daku, I don't know if we can save a slot for Mira for storytime number 1. Mira is not in one. I don't think she realized that we're streaming, or I'm streaming tonight. Okay, Daku, but keep in mind, we can only save a slot for Mira if there's actually an open slot there. Anyone who's here gets first dibs on storytime 1 when it opens. I'll do that one next after we do these 2, and then we can try to fill number 4. Here, please. She wasn't here. Do we think we can fill the slots for 3 and 2? You have 2K, so you're gonna do the first one. Oh my gosh, guys, we're not gonna fill number 2 and 3, huh? And then I'm gonna end up having to open number 1. I'll give it some time. We can just sit here and chat a while. I'm gonna be reading and reading and reading. You know what I'll do in the meantime? Let me start filling in some of these, the ones that we have so far. To do so, I must first hide my screen. Storytime number 2 and storytime number 3. So let me work on filling these in while we wait for more redeems to come in. If we don't have enough for these 2 stories in like, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes or so, we'll open up the next one. Maybe I'll wait till 8 o'clock. I do think 1 hour is plenty of time for us to read all the stories, even if some of them are kind of long. By long, I don't mean like super long, but like they're not just a 1-minute read. Actually, maybe they're a 1-minute read. How do you gauge how much is 1 minute? I guess it also depends on how fast someone talks. Mira said she'd be here. That's the rules. She said she'd be here, but is she here? Give me 500 more. Did I see your adventure gear? Oh, no, I didn't. Wait. You posted it? Media Mixer? The Greatest Hits Volume 1. Wait, the little tiny red panda. What the heck? Oh my gosh, adorable. Guys, Perp is so ready. Perp is so ready. Let me show you. Oh, is it okay if I show? Perp. I'm like about to drag it in. Did I miss the story redeems? Joey, you did not. If you're waiting for the 2K, that one has not been opened up yet. Oh, why does it always go behind? Let's fix this real quick to the front. Perf's so ready. Perf had Mina's Greatest Hits Volume 1 and the red panda figure, right? The mini red panda figure. Amazing, really. Oh, and the sock puppet. That's what that is. I see it now. Wow, its eyes are quite... That's green, right? That's green. Risa here, inside our hearts. Inside your heart? What's she doing in your heart? People can read about 250 words per minute. Minute. What story are you going to join, Tani? I will not join one of them. Maybe if we can't fill a slot, I'll put me and Risa in, but we didn't want to put ourselves in stories. Well, okay, we're kind of part of some of the stories already. It might be kind of weird if we put ourselves in them again, but we wanted to make sure there was enough story space for everyone else. Get who out? What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying, Joey? Put Tanya in a story. We kind of are in the story. Yeah, we kind of are. We're like NPCs. Exactly. Exactly. Carnitas. Heavy, for real type. Yeah. Carnitas, actually, now that you're here. Carnitas, now that you're here, this is a good time to take a quick intermission. We were waiting for you. We were waiting for you. We were waiting for you, Carnitas. But the time was never quite right. It was never quite right. This is also the wrong channel to do this, but can't keep waiting for forever, you know? So, while I try really hard to find what I'm looking for, like really hard, and not say much more, let me, okay, I think we're good here. I think we've prepared ourselves. Carnitas, you're still here, right? You're still here? Will one Tani can become Tani? Wild. Oh, Doctor, you're gonna replace your companion. Beautiful, we'll do that. We will do that. I remember you. I remember you. Carnitas. We would like to take a moment to present to you a Snacker of the Month title. You are the Snacker of the Month for the month of May instead of April. It was supposed to be April, but turns out April is not a month where we have a Snacker of the Month because it's our anniversary month or something officially now. But we would like to present the Snacker of the Month to you. You are the Snacker of the Month for the month of May, for always head petting Tani, and for always talking to Risa about HoloLive. Congratulations to you, and thank you. This emote will be added to the RessaTanu... What are they called? The RessaTanu channel emotes. And we shall also add it into the server. You are also going to be given a title Snacker of the Month for the month of May. Yay, hooray. Congrats. He'll redeem of Tani. What? Yeah, what's up, young blood? Amazing. Glad you could stop in and that we could do that. What can I say? I'm going through... You really are. Imagine Tani's sister joining the party just... Oh, wait! No! You guys! Spoilers! That was scary. Oh, I can't believe it. Woo! Anyway, moving forward. Just use your items, do not spin for Tani. What we really need to do right now is go back to the doctor's companion. Doctor redeemed for a respin. So what happens is Doctor's woodpecker is gonna go back into the wheel. Where did I put those wheels? There are the wheels. It's gonna go back into the wheel, and then we shall spin to see if Doctor gets a different companion. Woodpecker. 1, 2, 3. Are we ready? Are we ready for the spin? You were gonna say what? What were you gonna say, Perf? You weren't gonna say anything? No, Doctor. You cannot redeem for Tani. Phantom! I missed it. Glad you stayed. You were gonna pop in just to say hi and take a nap. I'm glad you stayed too. You've been so elusive lately. But very good. Please take your nap, Carnitas, and have a good work. What if I spin a different companion and get a ferret? A ferret! Arctic fox! You can, but it'll cost you if you have the points. Okay, doctor, are you ready? We're gonna spin for your companion. Do 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 do. UFO, UFO, UFO. It almost was Woodpecker again. UFO! Yay, you got it! You did it! You did it! TARDIS, yay! UFO named TARDIS, huh? Amazing. You've been busy. Okay, okay, it's okay, it's okay. Can I redeem for Sap and Tani if there are open slots at the end? I'll think about it, Daku. I shall think about it. Maybe not Tani, because we don't have any other stuff for Tani. But for Magic Sapling, yes, perhaps. Perhaps. Not named TARDIS. Technically, the TARDIS is a UFO. I get it. Makes sense. Makes sense. You're about to be more busy. Oh, I mean, of course, do what you need to do. We'll be here whenever you're less busy. Haha, until redacted, I have a ferret. I mean, Arctic Fox, if you have enough to spin for the companion again, you totally could. You totally could. And then maybe that could be your leverage so that Risa heals you, right? If you're identifying it, isn't it an ISO? That's a pretty good one, Perf. That was a pretty good one. Tani can just use your load. No! Daku, Tani can't steal my stuff. So Arctic Fox, are you gonna redeem the companion one? Is that what's happening? If there's any limits on anything too, guys, and you're like, I wanted to redeem it for someone else, please let me know, and I can take that limit off. For our 2Kers, I feel like there might be more than 6 of you trying to go for the 2K. Are you all here? If I can get like 5, no, if I can get 6 people to say, open up the 2K redeem, I'll do it in 5 minutes at 7:45. Else we'll still wait and see if anyone else is trying to get the cost for the 1K and the 500. Can we get 6 big booms in the chat for the 2K story? Let me in. We got 1 big boom. Ooh, tea drink redeemed. Storytime number 3. Tea drink. I really should be filling some of these in already. Storytime 4 is crazy lineup of party members. It really is gonna be one. I think Marble's saying 2K redeem. So I've got 2 big booms in the chat. I need 4 more to open up the redeems for that. Most probably won't have enough. You're sorry for what hurts? Why are you apologizing? Why are you apologizing? Have you all had your dinners and everything? I'm not saying those words. What words? Which words? Which words? What words? How words? Okay, so what I need here for story number 2, let me start filling this in the meantime. Perf, oops, hurts. Adventurer 1. Crow. Adventurer 2. Doctor. Adventurer 3. Minerva. Adventurer 4. Patricia. Patricia. Two. Adventure 2 was Doctor. Okay. 3 was Minerva. Minerva. Where are you, Minerva? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. And then... Can't believe this is happening. Cannot believe this is happening here. You will see soon. You cannot, I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. Okay. Don't, wait, I already read that. Name my Pegasus ferret and tell the redacted I have a ferret. Wild. I'll be playing games for a bit, but still listen. Sounds great. Sounds great, Hertz. We'll probably start reading stories in maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Can I be adventurer number 4 on the story time? Yes, Daku, if... Yes, that's fine. That's fine. Y'all don't really know which one's which anyway, right? So whenever you redeem it, I'll put you as number 4. Sometimes I forget that people aren't exaggerating. He really does sound like that, right? I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. Hello there. I need somebody and always. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, item number. Who was our team again? We have Crow, Doctor, Minerva, Patricia. So Crow. Okay. And this one would be Patricia was number 4. Whoops, keep going on the Spark notes. Patricia. Okay, great. Great. That one has been filled in thus far. You wish you could pay for 2 more people so we could get a story going? Some rock singer don't exaggerate. Yeah, they can be a bit crazy. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voices on my head. Miss you. Dang, we only had two people say to open up that redeem? Anyone else? Cursed. Open up the 2K and I'll start paying. What are you gonna pay, Marvel? Paying for the 2K? Guys. I think some of you are waiting. You're waiting. You want the 2K? Oh, for whoever needs a 500. Wow, Marble's so generous. So generous. It's gonna be a mad grab for the 2K. It's gonna be a mad grab. Let's do this. Let's put up, uh, how do I do this? Perf was trying to teach me how to do this during our marathon, and I just didn't understand that this is how it works. 2K, I kid, whatever is good. Y'all are so ready. He does not say the letter H. You cannot convince me. Don't waste your time. You're all... Yeah, he doesn't. He says Ed. Voice inside my Ed. How do I know which one this is? I don't think that's any of these things. Why can't I capture it? I'm being tricked. What is this? Oh, you know, I just realized. I can put a timer on Canva. How do I move it, though? I cannot move it? Poko, excuse you. Please, let me move this timer. Why are we sighing? Yed. Patiently waiting to kiss coin goodbye. How is everyone doing? I'm doing okay tonight, Shadow. How is everyone else doing? You should sing some rock songs. Yeah, do it. Clock app. Alright. I think that could work. I think it could work. Let's try it one more time. Don't waste your time on me, you're already the voice inside my head. Miss you, miss you. What the heck? I'm all wrong, guys. I'm all wrong. Why is it that timers are like my downfall? Timers are literally my downfall. We're just gonna have to do it this way, I guess. I want to make sure everyone has a fair chance at getting the 2K redeem, because now I'm thinking that plenty of you can afford it. So what I would like to do... When Tani sees it, no. Starting with a random rock song from... Oh yeah, do it. Do it. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put up a... What would you call this? A timer? A little bit of a timer. And, oops, let's remove that. And that. So you all know when to get ready for that redeem. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing. We want to make it fair. We're people who care about fairness, right? We're all about that. So here's a timer up on the screen. That's a tiny timer. I should have made it bigger. What am I doing? Please watch the timer. Oh, that's too big. This is as big as it's gonna get, I guess. I guess it can't actually get bigger. So I'm gonna put this timer on. Let's put it for how many minutes? 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Oh no, I did it again. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Why? Because why not? It's almost 4 minutes, but it's not. When this timer goes down to 0, I'm going to open up that redeem for the 2K. And I'll do a quick countdown to when we get there. So let's chat for a little bit. See if we can fill in these 500 and 1K story times. And oh, I'm supposed to also be filling them in quite literally. Forgot again. What if, in the spirit of fairness, you make it cost... That's how much you have. For now, we'll start with one story time, Sakura, and then if there is space, then we can do a second one if people do have monies for it. I think we will have enough to make sure everyone gets at least one. And then if we need to, we'll add some more to fill in the story time number 4. Yeah, I guess I should have, you know what I should have done is on the RessaTanu account, kind of like gauged how many points everyone was getting in it. It's okay. Yes, hold on to them in case you want to try to do the 2K first. Do thanks for the memories. Thanks for the memories, even if they weren't so great. Is that how it goes? Is that how it goes? Adventurer 1. Hurts. Adventurer 2. Arctic Fox. Adventurer 3. Vapid. Adventurer 4. Tea drank. You love that song, you should do it. You heard your name, you did. Oh, I was just, reading it out loud. All right. Hertz, Arctic Fox, Vapid, tea drink. Hertz, Arctic Fox, Vapid, tea drink. Hertz, Arctic Fox, Vapid, tea drink. Hertz, Arctic Fox, Vapid. Tea drink. Tea drink. Tea drink. Oh, it's almost time. I can't mess that up. Okay, I'm readying the redeem. We're at 19 seconds. This is for story time number 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Redeem live. Redeem is live. Joy's so talented. Amazing. So we've got story time number 1 filled. Story time number 1 is filled. You want to be number 4. Okay, got you. Oops. Joey, Daku, Perf, Marble, Shadow, and Sakura. You have 1 skill in life. Is it to be first? Joey, if I ever need tickets, please help. For real, honestly, that was so fast. What about Ferdinand? His hair is more orange, but don't people call people with orange hair redheads too? Right? Right? I'm just gonna snag this over here real quick. You didn't see a dang thing. You didn't see a dang thing. We'll take a pause, filling in number, okay, Adon redeemed, number 2. We'll take a pause, filling in Mad Libs number 2 and 3. You were saving for 2K. I'm sorry, Udon. I promise that the other stories are really good too. They're really good too. Poko biddies, Udon. So let me work on filling in story time 1, and then we can read that story. Adventurer 1. Adventurer 1. What was she saying? What she's saying is number 2 is the best. I didn't say that. I did not say that. Minerva Gray. Joey. Adventurer number 2. Perf. Adventurer number 3. Marble. Adventurer number 4. Daku. You'll await for story number 4. Got it. Sounds good, Evermighty Tessrick. You could also, if you want to do story time number 2, that one is at 1K. Or you can wait for number 4. Absolutely your choice. Number 5 is Shadow. And number 6 is Sakura. Sakura. Okay. Let me see. So I'm not going to be able to remember this. I'm going to type this in the chat real quick. Hopefully you guys don't flood it too quickly for me. Okay. Professor. Marble. Marble, I think you're up higher. Whoa, where are you? There you are. Where are you? I'm so sorry. Is that just what I'm gonna sing all day long? Daku. Oh, Daku right here. Shadow. And Sakura. Sakura. Plushie! Plushie, thank you for the follow. How are you, Plushie? You joined us on the very last stream we have for this story time, adventure time. Okay, story number 1 is ready to go. Are we ready to hear the story? Here's the thing with the story time though. If you answered a question, wait, Doctor, what was Doctor's question? Doctor's question. What kind of music do you normally— Oh, I did not see your question. Thank you for bumping me. I don't know what I would say the kind of music is that I listen to, but some of my favorite artists include Ed Sheeran and BTS. Adventure time, grab your friends. How are you, Plushie? What's going on, Plushie? Oh yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo. You're so right. You found me. You found me. Oh, did you look for a RessaTanu stream? And you were like, why are they not live? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Did somebody else redeem— Udon redeemed Storytime 2. Okay, great. So we're not quite full on that one yet. Tuesday, and you're good. Yes, I'm good too. I was a little bit stressed yesterday and overwhelmed, but we're great today. Lauren, you're here. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are just about— we have Storytime number 1 redeem filled. So let me actually take that one off, since that one is filled now. And then I shall read the story. If you would like to redeem Storytime number 2, again, for those who haven't redeemed yet, feel free to redeem if you would like. That one is still available, as well as the Storytime number 3. Storytime 4, I'll open up for redeems. I guess actually at this point I can open that up for redeems too. And then we'll just fill it in as we go. So feel free if you'd like to redeem Storytime 4. That one is now open as well. I just ask again that you only redeem if you have not yet. No, bonk, Tani. No. And I shall move this story over. Before I do, let me just cover it a little bit to make sure you don't get any accidental spoilers again. That was no bueno. Redeems Pet Risako. So this is Storytime number 1. This story includes our adventurers from the Dungeon Crawlers: Adventurer Joey, Perf, Marble, Daku, Shadow, and Sakura. Bum-pa-da-bum. On a trek from one capital city to the next, the dungeon crawlers come across a fork in the road. The signs indicating their intended routes have been clawed to pieces, but that doesn't stop Bumblebee and Sock Puppet from springing forward to batter the pieces into even more obscurity. Let's flip a coin, Joey says. Oh, I forgot about this part. Bumblebees, we're gonna just have to add something in. Wing. Let's flip a coin, Joey says nonchalantly, using all of their force to pluck a splinter from Bumblebee's wing. There are 3 paths, Perf points out with a glare, offhandedly scooping up Sock Puppet from the wooden heap. Indecision is this party's greatest weakness, Marble says wisely, dragging protesting Daku by the collar down the leftmost path. Down, boy, that son of a bitch. The leftmost path brings the party to the mouth of an ominous cavern. So we're going back, right? Daku has yet to escape the vice grip Marble has on them, but they've resigned to being fully dragged and instead twirls their dull pencil haphazardly in their hands. Thank goodness it wasn't a sharp one. Gamers don't look back, Shadow proclaims, standing proudly at the center of the cavern's opening. It's gamers don't look up, Sakura chimes in, but they're already being shoved into silence by a rowdy tussle between Ferret and Snowy Owl. If up and down are opposites to onward and backward, then we have to go on, proclaims with flawless logic, nodding with enough self-assurance to only invite one questioning stare. Joey sighs, I hate math, and begins leading the party forth, Bumblebee trailing on after them loyally. Ghost and Chihuahua enter the scuffle between Ferret and Snowy Owl on the cart Sakura is pushing along. Wincing against stray scratches, bludgeons that come their way. By the way, I probably will mispronounce words. The companions collapse into an all-out brawl, and the sounds echo down the cavern in a ruckus that could compete with the rowdiest of taverns. Not my Ferret, it would never, I don't know, Marvel. The quarreling echoes deeper in the cavern than anyone expects, until an ominous sound of something large shifting stops the party in their tracks. Did we just wake up something in there? Shadow whispered. Did we just wake up something in there? Shadow whispers to Ghost, kicking up a boot to stop Bumblebee from belatedly joining into the roughhousing. A low, rumbling sniffle answers them. The party exchanges wide-eyed stares. Another sniff. Then a hiccup. And a sob? That's not the noise that the buffalo mice back from my hometown make when they're snoozing, Sakura grumbles, carefully prying Chihuahua off of Bumblebee, who had been minding their own business. Gamers don't look back, Joey declares, immediately marching forward with the confidence of someone who has never faced consequences. Sakura facepalms and Perf pats them on the shoulder in aggressive consolation. Risa points at Perf, Marble, Daku, Shadow, and Sakura. You go with them. Me and Poko are gonna hang out here with everyone else and the rest of our stuff. Tani bounds over and waves them off cheerily. As they begrudgingly head after Joey, they hear her say, Okay, now that there's not too many people, I can bring out the good snacks. The cavern opens into a vast chamber glittering with gold, gemstones, and heaps upon piles of strange and ornate trinkets. Crowns, spoons, boots, and at least 3 identical rubber ducks. Curled in the center of it all is a massive dragon. Crying. The buffalo mice, indeed. Yes, snacks, that's right. Wait, sorry, got a intermission. Catch the magic harp. Sobbing. Weeping, really. Ah, of course, Marble says, nodding sagely. The typical cavern boss. The dragon looks up, eyes watery and enormous. Who dares? It begins in a booming voice, before immediately breaking into another crumpling sigh. Interrupt my despair. Ghost waves. Daku steps in front of them, clearing their throat. Dude, read the room. What's wrong? Shadow steps forward tentatively to ask. Behind them, Joey and Bumblebee use a magically sealed jar of snacks to try to finagle a pearly set of rings into their pockets before Marble finagles them first, smirking at them as if to say, amateurs. My hoard, the dragon sniffles, its form coiling and even more pathetically around itself. It dramatically gestures to everyone, everything, and nothing with one claw. It is incomplete. The party looks around in unison. There are just so many items. Tanya, I'm so hungry. How can you do this to us? I'm sorry. You gotta go into the cavern. No, not the good snacks. Maybe if you return with what you need to do. You sure? Sakura asks, pointing to a pile of marbles that's taller than Joey and Perf stacked together. Perf climbs up to stand on Joey's shoulders to prove it. Positive? Shadow joins in, throwing up both arms to emphasize an entire display case of disembodied armor. 100%? Sakura slides down a mountain of gold doubloons on a shield that is intricately etched into with a seal that looks suspiciously like the RessaTanu logo. Yes, the dragon wails in an echoing roar, making Ghost plug its ears with the dust bunnies it's gathered. Ghost has ears? My most prized possession, my most beloved rhinestone from a plastic bracelet. It is gone. A gasp ripples through the group, but each one a little more delayed than the previous, like a wave of gasps. Sock Puppet nudges Ferret forcefully when they fail to gasp. Ferret responds by decking Shadow, who grits their teeth and stops himself from continuing the violence, despite their instincts screaming at them to put the little punk in their place. That's tragic, Marble nods in faux understanding, a bead of sweat trickling down their temple. Conceal, don't be... devastating, unthinkable even. Describe it, Daku crouches to blink at one of the dragon's large weepy eyes. We'll help you find it. The dragon perks up slightly, uncoiling just enough to stop Snowy Owl from climbing onto its back, tumbling back into the very perplexed arms of Marble. You will? The dragon asks, its scaly bottom lip jutting out. We will? Sakura and Shadow echo, a pained grimace and angry glower, respectively, contorting their features. We love finding things, Shadow says, already rummaging through a pile labeled definitely not cursed. Sakura raises their finger to point out the obviously cursed spirit that has circled around the other's neck, but decides against it with a shrug. Weepy eyes, no. Why do I sound like I am forced to be here? Daku, maybe you are forced to be here. Very well, the dragon says, straightening out to swipe it at its own eyes with its tail. Sock Puppet and Snowy Owl wince at the sound of scales against scales, and then try to mimic it. It is an itty-bitty rhinestone from a plastic bracelet, and it smells faintly of matcha tiramisu. I last saw it when I was reorganizing my hoard by emotional significance. As one does, Marble nods, thinking fondly of the questionable books they've sorted in such a way, now layered inside the bag of holding. They think of how those books float around and pelt Tani, and feel bad for a second, until they flash back to the start of this ridiculous side quest. The party splits up, searching through the cavern. Matcha tiramisu indeed. Joey interrogates a suspicious pile of helmets with crispy skulls. They don't respond, mostly. One skull looks really cool, and they almost pick it up, but it snaps its jaws at them, so they shove it into a locker instead. Bumblebee kicks the locker to assert its dominance. Perf carefully inspects a row of beads lining one wall of the cavern. They seem to look like rhinestones? Motioning for Sock Puppet to join them, they tentatively hunch over the beads to take a large whiff and jump back and scream, hugging each other, while the beads begin hatching into tiny Scolachulas? Is that like tarantulas, but skulls? Scolachulas. Marble digs without prejudice through heaps of gold. The texture feels off, though. And after a minute of digging, they find that the coins are way too soft to be actual gold. They turn to see Ferret smothering in very questionable smears of chocolate. You're actually going to die! You're going to die! Also, is Ferret spelt wrong? Ferrets, I see. Okay, I was like, that seems right. Don't let Ferret die! The dang rodent. So great. Oh, it's a Zelda enemy, I see. Meanwhile, you guys, can you tell? Well, anyway, moving on. Meanwhile, Daku accidentally invents a new game involving throwing dull pencils into buckets. Snowy Owl is up 10 points, and so their owner has no choice but to intentionally invent a new way to cheat. Daku! Shadow's arm is the only thing that's visible, as a cluster of chainmail has swarmed upon them in their scrounging about. Ghost uselessly attempts to pull them out, but eventually gives up, instead hobbling over to see what the hubbub of the world's new best game is about. Sakura is taking the task very seriously, really seriously, having scooped up an ornate magnifying glass, doubled by a scavenged monocle that they prop over their eye, supplemented by the false moustache that the chihuahua gives them, while the companion themselves puts on a matching toupee. The dragon's weepy smoke tendrils make them decide not to light the pipe they've also found. Don't smoke, kids. Instead, only using it as a prop, that they take turns sharing. This continues for the better part of 3 hours, until, exhausted, they collapse into a circle, near defeat. His story has been fitting your character so well. Exquisite, isn't it? They stare at each other for a whole minute before Joey stands, and out from their very own satchel of belongings skitters a rhinestone from a plastic bracelet. Everyone in the room, except the sniffling dragon, turn to stare. Joey freezes mid-step, blinking down at the oddly well-timed escape of the rhinestone from a plastic bracelet. Marble clears their throat pointedly. Explain? It followed me home? Joey offers weakly. The cavern goes silent. You stole from a dragon? Perf whispers, half mortified, half impressed. That little thing that was always rolling around the bottom of your bag with the wrappers of the snacks I stole from Daku was this dragon's? Sakura grabs at their chest with a dramatic gasp, prompting a bewildered scoff from Daku. Excuse me? It's a family heirloom. How does Bro even keep track of something like this? Shadow has rolled over to scoop up the rhinestone from a plastic bracelet and is squinting at it incredulously. The dragon inhales sharply. Enough whispering! You dare plot against me? Do you think me a fool? I will incinerate you lot! I will! The dragon's roars trails off as it hunches over the party to stare really hard at the rhinestone from a plastic bracelet. Wait, is that my rhinestone from a plastic bracelet? Shadow very slowly extends it forward, wincing when the dragon's inhale almost sends it into the creature's nostril. Yes, Joey says quickly, wiping at their paling face with frantic hands. We found it, through teamwork, today, in this cave, among your things, right now. The dragon snatches the rhinestone from a plastic bracelet with a dexterity that would stump even the cleanest of thieves, clutching it to its scaled chest with a relieved sigh. My treasure, it murmurs, return to me at last. There's a tense pause. So, Perf claps their hands together, beaming up brightly at the fearsome dragon. About that incineration, I've been told I'm actually much tastier at room temperature, and not even all that palatable then. The dragon considers a lot of quaking adventurers. Then, surprisingly, it smiles. For returning what was lost, it says, I grant you a boon. The horde glows faintly as the dragon raises one claw. I bestow upon each of you gifts, the shiniest of pebbles, the first coin to ever be used as currency, the crunchiest of leaves, a second rhinestone from a plastic bracelet, a luckiest drop of water that long by now should have evaporated, and the eggshell of teeny tiny Scolatula. With their rewards in hand and a firm agreement to never ever steal from dragons again, the party exits the cavern, their technically sole mission of reclaiming their overeager friend safe and sound completed. They meet the rest of the dungeon crawlers back at the fork in the road, the destroyed signs still laying in pieces. So, Daku says, where to now? Chihuahua immediately begins beating up the sign pieces again. Ghost lends them a hand into trying to light them on fire. You know what, Perf says, grabbing Sakura, reminiscent of how the party was first dragged into the cavern. Left felt lucky last time. This is how you win the 50-50. We just came back from... Daku begins, but the poor crewmate is already being dragged away. They look at the others and gesture at the scene, and the others rise to their feet with very disgruntled sounds. The bedraggled adventurers attempt to stop the kidnapping back into the cavern, but when a concerned Tani voices, "Where's our cart that Sakura took into the cave?" They exchange resigned stares before collectively sighing and trudging back towards the cavern. And so, the dungeon crawlers continue their journey. Very slightly richer, very slightly wiser, and definitely not any better at choosing directions. And that's story number 1. This one is titled Draconic Tears. Guys, I was sleepwalking, okay. Man, what a story. I can't believe you, Joey. Joey just always has to be first. Joey just always has to be first. Also steals the first rhinestone from a plastic bracelet. Mine. But, you know, if we look back on that story, it did bestow a second rhinestone from a plastic bracelet. Daku called dibs on the water drop. The drop of water that should have been evaporated by now. Rosy clap! Yay! Let's all put our best rosy claps. Can we spin a wheel for these? To see who gets what? Rosy clap. I think I be over getting dragged around. You know, that's what happens sometimes, Zaku. Just what happens sometimes. I think for the other stories, I hope you guys enjoyed that story, by the way. I hope you enjoyed it. This was the very longest story that we have. It had the most involvement with companions. So the other ones, again, will be quite a bit shorter, but they will be fun. They're going to be shorter. They'll still be fun. Gotta go to dinner now. Sounds good, Perf. Enjoy dinner. But we can move on to another story. Let's see where we're at. I think we shall put this away. Perf has used all of his items. We need one more, I believe, for storytime number 2. One more redeem available, and storytime number 3 has 2 available as well. Joey! Joey. Wait, Joey. Crow wants to join. Do you want to join 3 instead of 2, Crow? Like swap over to 3? Or are you asking to also join it? I want to see, just in case, was there anyone else who hasn't redeemed one yet? Has anyone not redeemed yet? Joey, I'm gonna refund you real quick. I know I said you guys can do it if we have extra space, and that's still true. However, I would like to announce the time for that. If I refund this, does it allow another one? To fill the space. I gotcha, okay. Yeah, no, you didn't do any bad though, Joey. You followed instructions very well, actually. Number 2. Okay, I think... Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to actually redeem it. Guys, I'm refunding that. I wanted to check if you refund points, does it open up that limit again? And apparently it does. Let me close this off real quick. Okay, so, guys, if you do want to fill in number 3 or 2, you may do so now. The queue has been given. Joey, if you can get it first again, you can get it. You can do it. They're available. If you have 1K or 500. Perfect. Crow redeemed for the 500. Marble redeemed for Storytime 3 as well. I have Storytime 4 up, right? I believe. So if anyone does want to redeem for Storytime 4, I know Testrik said they would redeem for that one. So I'll fill a slot for Testrik. Oh, amazing. Testrik did it. Testrik. And then Joey redeemed for 4. Joey, did you still want to redeem for Storytime number 2? Why did I write Testrik twice? If you want to, whoever can, anyone can do that now. So feel free to do it again if you would like to. Yes, Daku, if you want to redeem for 4, you can redeem for Sap. Magic Sapling. 2 Testriks, imagine. I'm gonna finish filling out. You want to redeem 4 for Mira if there's room at the end. Okay, sounds good. So Daku, this is for Magic Sapling, right? Joey's, does it not let you do the 1K? And then for Mira, got it. Mira. Hertz also offered. Sounds good, thank you, Hertz. We've got Mira covered now. We've got 3 slots. It's not open. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Joey, would you like Storytime 2 or Storytime 3? Let's, you can pick one. If you want the 2, I'll put your name down there instead. Can anyone else afford 1K? Maybe not, huh? Perhaps not. I'll do 2 so you can bamboozle. Okay, we'll put you there. I'll take you off on Storytime 4. We have 3 slots left for Storytime 4. Hello, HR. Whoa, who's HR? What HR? Does HR even exist? Only have enough for 500. Vapid. That's okay. That's okay. So those last 3 for Storytime 4 are up and available for anyone who would like a second one. So if you don't have a number 2, you can have a number 2. Or if there's anyone who's still out there. For the meantime, I'll wait, just in case. And let me work on Storytime 3. Then we'll get that one started. Joey! Joey! Are you redeeming for someone else? Let's give 2 out at max. Joey just wants to spend the points. Oh, I guess technically, Adon, technically that would be like 1,000, right? I think I need to add... Joey's taking all the stories. Joey, I'm gonna leave you on the 1,000 one. But I guess technically I refunded you 1,000, and you only paid 500, so that makes sense. Joey would insert. Joey would. Okay, Udon, I got you as number 2 here, and we'll leave those 2 slots open for now. If someone wants a second, again, you're welcome to do it. If anyone out there hasn't redeemed yet, but would like to, you can also do that too. And if anyone's like, I think this person hasn't redeemed yet, maybe we can insert their name in there too. Wait, okay guys, I'm getting distracted. I need to do the swap-ins. We're doing number 3 right now. Where is my handy dandy story number 3? Great. 3, 2. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I need this for myself again. Poko Raid, welcome in, go high and raiders. Please feel free to raid and run if you need to. Today is the last day that we're doing the side quest story, and that we're going to be that we will be on this channel for this D&D adventure-esque kind of thing. Vapid. I'm like, I can't talk and do this at the same time. Vapid. What were you up to, Go High? Okay, stick. I see your redeems. Let me fill this out first, and then I shall do your backstory. Wait, did you do a backstory? Didn't you do a backstory, Go High? You can replace your companion, though, if you would like to. Story 4 does have room. Number 2, Arctic Fox. Arctic Fox. Hurts. Hit him where it hurts. Number 2. Alright, and then can I trade Hertz instead? Wait, what are you trading, Hertz? No rerolls on your backstory, Go High. You can't change that. Oh, you wanted the hawk. I see. The companions. What was your companion? Hertz? You had the hawk. Go High, what was your companion? I can do that. But I just need to finish putting in some placements here before I get mixed up on which ones I've done already. Joey bought stories for everyone. Oh, that's so nice. Joey's like, no, that's not what it was. Risa, the redacted of healing? Wild. Oops, I lost my own message. Did I not type a message? Let's go back. Crow and Marble. Crow and then marble. Crow and marble. Crow. Marble. Wait, no, crow still, crow still. Crow. Marble. Uh-huh. And crow was... Okay, great. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What in the poko is going on? Oh, just kidding. Not to be alarmed, anyone? Oh no. Gelatin, why? No! No, 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 no. What are you doing? Gelatin, this is the Yeti. It's the Yeti. I didn't have enough time. Didn't have enough time. Crazy, isn't it? Welcome in. I can't believe you did that, though. Guys, what's going on? Did I spell adventure wrong? Adventurer. Weird. Crow. Sorry, I'm like ignoring everything right now. Go ahead. What, the basket? What basket? No, Risa has poko. I'm not sleep deprived. I am a little sleep deprived. Slightly little, but not as tiny as teeny tiny hurts. What the heck? Oh, is that what happened? Guys, let me fix this real quick. I think I did this a little too quickly. I shouldn't have been trying to talk while doing this at the same time. Oh, you have Poko's basket. That's just the item though, right? You're trading companions? What is thy companion, Go High? What is thy companion? I think this is correct now, potentially. Your companion is not Poko's basket, Go High. That's your item. I don't think you did oh, no, it's an empty Pokeball. Your companion's an empty Pokeball. Mondo, welcome in. You are, oh, you're right, 2 hours, because I started 30 minutes late too. You can't wait to check the VOD. Mondo, if you'd like to redeem, we still have space in story number 4. If you'd like to redeem that to join a story. I'm only on story number 3, then I'm gonna go to story 2, and then back to 4. We trade Pokeball for Hawk. Okay, great. So Go High has the Hawk. And Hertz has the empty Pokeball. After this, you know, I actually think I need to take all that stuff off because there's not... Oh, this says they're all claimed? Oh, I know why. Let me fix that for you. No wonder they weren't getting claimed. Story time for... Let's change that to 8. Okay. All right, Mondo, it's up. I'm the problem. Guys, why is Joey always the problem? Like, actually. Mondo. Very well. Maybe you can get a Mon in the ball during the story. It's true, it's true. It was the turkey me. Let me just fix that one thing. And then we're good to go. We're gonna read the next story. I think this is all correct now. It was Barry Allen. Who? Does anyone want to be in story time for? Yeah, we have space for one more. You have 2.5k? Oh my god, Mondo. Oh my gosh, guys, why didn't you tell me that I was drooling? I was drooling. Who's Barry Allen? Ooh, who is Barry Allen? We have space for one more. If you haven't redeemed a second and would like to join it, you can, but we have plenty of time too, because it's going to take me a good minute to do the replacements for the other ones. I think I only got up to Patricia, right? I don't think I did Udon or Joey yet for story time too. So I'm going to need some time for that. Just saying. Just saying. Let me move this over and not spoil you all. No spoilers here. Kohai, wait, let me double check. Yeah, we did give you a background story, right? Yes, okay. And no trades for that. You can't trade your background, my guy. Okay, are we ready for story time number 3? Shall we read it? In comparison, let's see how long the first one was compared to what this one will be. So the first one was, I don't know how to call this. It's not really pages. The first one was 18 scrolls, and this one is 8 to 9 scrolls. So it's like half the length, basically. Not Risa, but Risakao. What? No, that's like the same thing. That is some form of measurement. I'm using a pageless document. It's a pageless document, so you know, how am I supposed to quantify that, really? Risakao. Wow, that's wild. That's wild. We are on to story time number 3. In this story time, we have our great adventurers from the Dungeon Crawlers, Hertz, Arctic Fox, Vapid, Tea Drink, Crow, and Marble. After a long night out, splaying spires and evading taxes, the Dungeon Crawlers return to the Trash Panda Tavern. As they weave through the tables, they find a large crowd huddled in the furthest corner. What in the poko is going on? Hertz asks, standing on the tippiest of toes to peer over the crowd as Hertz's empty Pokeball attempts the same. Huh, what? Vapid exclaims, jumping up and pushing Hertz's head down to try and get a glimpse first. Vapid's Phoenix follows suit, knocking down Hertz's empty Pokeball, who lets out a scowl as they crash into Arctic Fox's Pegasus. Arctic Fox's eyes widen, quickly picking up their Pegasus, who feigns a tear in hopes that sympathy points will get them an extra treat tonight. What is going on in the chat over there? Who's cursing? That's something you'd say. Risa is canonically a clone. Whoa, guys. Why is the Pokeball sentient? There's a Cubone in the chat, by the way. I'm not gonna try to catch it. I gotta read this story. Tea Drink yawns. Will someone say what's going on already? And without waiting for a response, they throw their own companion up in the air. Everyone gasps as Tea Drink's tawny owl is flung quickly, narrowly missing a fight with the ceiling. Crow is mesmerized as Tea Drink's tawny owl seems to defy gravity, twirling with beauty and grace on its descent back into Tea Drink's arms. A fly almost makes a perfect landing into Crow's gaping mouth when they snap out of their daze. Tea Drink's tawny owl looks at the group and gives the slightest of nods, to which Marble lets out a rowdy howl and bellows, "What do you mean someone started a black market for adventurers to sell their wares?" Fiddling in their own pockets to search for coins. Everyone perks up and shimmies through the crowd to try and get a better look. A short and stout man with an interesting-looking mustache gives a fierce look to the crowd and begins a pitch about the most dangerous, most exotic— dang it, guys, I forgot again. Someone give me an item quick. Quick. Really quick. Like, super quick. So fast. So fast. Like, the fastest you could ever. What's a Deku stick? Like from Zelda? I forgot I was supposed to make a redeem for that. Whoops. Deku stick. A fish. Teacup. Those are all great. But, it shall be a Deku stick. Let me scroll back up. Just when I thought I wasn't gonna spoil anything, guys. Okay, here we go. The most dangerous, most exotic, and most rare weapon to be found. a Deku stick. Arctic Fox holds back. Whoa, no, wait, this is crazy. I can't believe this lined up this way. This is actually crazy. Arctic Fox holds back redacted words and Hertz elbows them. Knock it off. It's the short ones you gotta watch out for. Hardly finishing their sentence without stifled laughter escaping their own lips. Who said that? The man roars as his eyes dart towards the crew. Now you've done it, Vapid says with a shake of their head, pulling out Vapid's stick to ready themselves for another tavern fight. Whoa, no one's looking for a fight, Crow says, moving swiftly in front of Vapid, Arctic Fox, and Hertz, hands out in an attempt to show they want nothing but peace. Crow senses that the stout man is not convinced, but before they can continue their attempt to smooth over the situation, they hear Marble's voice in the near distance. Where the heck is my companion? And Crow realizes their own companion is nowhere to be seen. The party's eyes widen as they see both Marble's ferret and Crow's black cat pop out from behind the stout man. They both give the party a derpy smile before quickly swiping the stout man's Deku stick. My Deku stick, the man squeals as Crow's black cat and Marble's ferret make a run for it, bouncing through the air, leaping through the crowd, exiting the tavern giddily. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have let them have that $1 energy drink, Marble says with a pondering look. What the heck, that was my $1 energy drink, Arctic Fox pouts, crossing their arms. Actually, it was originally T-Drink's $1 energy drink, Vapid points out, but you insisted they added something else to trade their rusted sword for your frying pan. Just as Arctic Fox was about to object, Crow butts in. Poko, hello? Our companions! T-Drink lets out a sigh. Do we have to? We just got here, though. Hertz smacks T-Drink across the back of the head. You lazy bum, you hardly even did anything today. I saw how much leftover energy you had after every elite. But T-Drink had already dozed off to sleep. T-Drink's Tawny Owl, Vapid's Phoenix, Arctic Fox's Pegasus, and Hertz's empty Pokeball all quickly snuggle up to the sleeping adventurer to take a rest themselves. Hertz squints at their empty Pokeball with a look of betrayal, who pretends to snore. That rodent, I'm telling you. Hurts. Still ready for a fight, Vapid impatiently pulls Hertz away, grabbing their toy sword and placing it in their hand. Just leave them, we can handle our own. Crow follows suit, pulling out their book with useless spells and dragging Arctic Fox along. Marble, can you stay behind and make sure T-Drank doesn't sleepwalk again? 07, Marble pips. What? Crow asks bewildered. 6, 7, never mind, Crow yells, half out the tavern door. A scuffle ensues on the cobbled alleyway next to the tavern. The specifics unknown, and unimportant, really, Marble thought, as they twirl their megaphone in their hands. Their mind wanders to what they might have for breakfast the next day. Images of pineapple on pizza dance around their brain. An undisclosed amount of time passes, and Marble is suddenly shaken awake by Vapid, who was seemingly ready to pour a big cup of juice on them if they hadn't awoken. I said pineapple, not broccoli pizza, they exclaim as they quickly snap out of their slumber. I mean, I've been awake the whole time. Marble is met with blank stares from Hertz, Arctic Fox, Crow, and Vapid. Crow's black cat and Marble's ferret stand nearby restlessly, still jittery from their unexpected treat. After a moment of silence passes, Arctic Fox demands, "Where is T-Drink and our companions?" But the answer arrives with T-Drink's booming voice echoing from the furthest corner of the tavern. Feast your eyes, friends and fiends alike, on the most divine and delectable wares that could only be acquired by the infamous dungeon crawlers themselves, waving T-Drink's mini Tanuki figure? Oh, waving their... I think I did this one wrong. Waving their mini Tanuki figure. Here we go. Waving their mini Tanuki figure. Tani just inflicted second. No, doctor. The party exchanges incredulous glances before quickly pushing through the crowd once more. Their eyes are met with T-Drink front and center of the black market stage, the crowd oohing and awing as Vapid's Phoenix balances Hertz's magic 8-ball on its head, Arctic Fox's Pegasus juggles Vapid's Sacapuntas, Marble's Bonk Hammer, and Crow's training bow, all while T-Drink's Tawny Owl and Hertz's empty Pokeball play hot potato with Arctic Fox's Reinhardt's rocket hammer. Together, the Party collectively thunders. Tea drink! Oh, sorry, friends and fiends, shop is closed. Dashing away as Hertz, Arctic Fox, Vapid, Crow, and Marble chase after them, the expressions on their face clearly meaning they're ready to provide the heavens with a sacrifice. As they all tumble out of the tavern, they're met with the rest of the dungeon crawlers. Risa yells, "No sacrifices!" as Tani points at a cardboard sign that reads, "No, don't sacrifice tea drink. They owe me 1K in snackses." Besides, Risa screams, "Who said you could start a fight without me?" holding up her fists. Ah, yes, just another tranquil and uneventful evening at the Trash Panda Tavern. And that's story number 2. A normal Tani? What do you mean, Arctic Fox? Oh, what are all these wild things you all get up to? Crazy, really. Really crazy. You're right. That was story number 3. You're so right, Doctor. Story number 3. Story number 3. It was nice knowing you tea drank. The best story. A beautiful one, was it? Clap, clap, clap. Rosy clap. Rosy clap all around. A typical Tuesday, exactly. Typical Tuesday. Just a normal day. Tuesday. A normal one indeed. Guys, oops. Where did I put the other one? Oh, it is here. Story 2 is next, Doctor. That is correct. Story 2 is next. And we'll see about filling in story number 4. I think I'm halfway done with filling in story 2. Oops, why do I keep doing that? You know why? It's because I didn't lock it. Arctic Fox redeemed story time number 4. And we've got it filled. I guess I can't lock it? Alright, very good. Arctic Fox. You'll lurk for a while. Sounds great. Thanks for hanging out, Hertz. Crow Doctor, Patricia. Wait, Minerva, Patricia. Risa Cow Shame. Udon and Joey. Alright, let's fill in this. The rest of this one. I think we've got half of it in. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Adventure number 5 is Udon. We'll put Adon in. Number 6 is Joey. Let's check for this. Adon and then Joey. Adon and Joey. Udon, where did I write you in? And Joey. Joey. Okay, got it. Understood. Guess what? Guess what? It's time for another story time. This was the real number 2. That earlier that was number 2 plus 1. You know? That's how it goes sometimes. Guys, I'm getting hungry, but I don't have any snacks. It's a real shame, isn't it? Isn't it? So for story time number 2, there was a fake. No, wait, what? Fake story? I meant misnamed story. Oh, I forgot to say that the name for the second story was. The name for story number 3 was An Ordinary Evening in the Tavern. You're also hungry? Yes, go run and grab a snack. Doctor, run and grab a snack, and then let us know when you're back. And then I shall read story time number 2. In the meantime, I will work on filling in story time number 3 so that we can get to that one pretty quickly. Mondo, did you have a snack? Did you have dinner? Starve counter. I don't want to starve counter. Let's not starve counter. Which adventurers have I filled in already? Adventurer 1. None of them? Wait, did I not do anyone for... Oh, this is story number 4. No wonder. That's the one I'm supposed to be doing. That is so right. That's so right. I'm saying things all, yeah. Exactly. Taku story time number 3 plus 1. I've got it all together, truly. Truly. This is why we need Ressa. With Ressa, I surely wouldn't have made any of those mistakes. Adventure number 4 is Mondo. Pepina. That's right. We need Pepina. Oops. Adventure number 4 is Mira. Adventurer 5. How does my mic sound to you all today, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. Snacking on some Insta ramen. Delicious. What flavor do you like, Shadow? Arctic Fox. Welcome back, Doctor. I will, very, very quickly try to finish filling this in, and then we can go straight into storytime number 4 for the next one. Companion 1. Oops. Can't wait to have Magic Sapling Rage Bait Mirror. Oh my god, that would be wild if it actually happened. That would be pretty wild. I don't know what to say. Mondo. Mondo. Mira. Oh. Was there 2 of those? I can't remember now. Number 3. Bonesy's so cool. Hello, Bonesy. How are you? What are you doing? Magic Sapling. Adon. Beef teriyaki. Whoa, I don't know if I've had that kind. That sounds absolutely delicious. I just realized I put in Tawny Owl earlier for someone, but I think I put the wrong one in, right? It should have been horse. Oh my gosh, guys. Guys, I put in Tea Drink's companion wrong. It was supposed to be a horse. You know what? I'm gonna replace that all right now. I think I read it wrong. I read Mira's instead of Tea Drink's. We'll fix it. So we will share the stories for you all to look back on later if you would like to. But I missed it. You're good. Just chilling about to bed for work. Gotcha, gotcha. Please rest well. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, there is one more thing, but just in case anyone who is in story 2 needs to go soon, I will go ahead and fill in the rest of story 4 after. There's just like one more thing I have to fill in for everyone over there. Oh no, how did that happen? Let me fix one more thing while I'm here. While I am here. Okay, great. That should be good to go. Are we ready for story time number 2? Actual number 2. Tawny Owl can just be the horse's name. Imagine Tawny, not Tawny, but Tawny. The other kind of Tawny, right? You're so right, Daku. You're so quick. So quick, truly, truly. Story time, woo! Let me get myself organized again. So for story time number 2, we have Crow, Doctor, Minerva, Patricia, Adon, and Joey. And for this story time, this one's like 12 scrolls. This one focuses primarily on each of y'all as adventurers. So the adventurers, there's like, I think a teeny tiny bit of some companions show up and some items. Wait, Tiny Owl. I did think weird, like Tawny Owl. I was confused why you kept saying Tawny Owl. No, Daku. Yeah, Tawny like Tawny. Tawny Owl, an actual type of owl. All right, we shall move on to story time. Story time number 2. On what was supposed to be a straightforward journey between 2 extremely identifiable landmarks, the dungeon crawlers find themselves trudging through a meadow that feels sculpted. Joey, why are there flowers in a perfect circle? Doctor, why are there 6 circles? Crow runs to stand in one. Ooh, one for each of us. Patricia, staring at them as they walk into a circle and stop. That's probably a bad idea. Minerva, curiosity did kill the cat. Adon pushes Minerva into a circle. I'm probably going to start saying and says, but satisfaction brought it back. Crow says, curiosity builds character, makes you tough and cool. Poko told me. Minerva says, Poko lied. Curiosity also ended the great campaign for 1 gold energy root. At the center of the largest circle lies a creature. It is a cow with an eerily familiar face. Doctor says, yeah, okay, I'm leaving. Patricia trips them to keep them from departing the area. That's probably a bad idea. The cow stirs and stands, blinking at them. Their adventuring party stares back. There'll be consequences. Tiny Owl. It sounds more like Tawny when you're saying it for me. Interesting. Tiny Owl. Tiny Owl. The cow stirs and stands, blinking at them. The adventuring party stares back. Joey, crouching pathetically behind an especially tall patch of sunflowers, says, if I don't move, it cannot perceive me. Adon says, you've never once won a game of Red Lantern, Green Lantern. The standoff continues until the creature bows its head and lets out a moo that sounds suspiciously like, bitch, I'm a cow. The phrase reverberates around the clearing, igniting the 6 circles in a brief flash of light. Minerva says, when I said I wanted to punch a deity, I didn't think I'd go cow tipping. Crow says, you are not tipping that cow. The cow, with ears that perk up like a red panda's, takes a slow step forward. The flowers in every circle bloom all at once. They turn towards each adventurer that stands within a circle. Adon says, okay, so it definitely wants something. Joey says, or it's telling us something. Doctor says, or it's judging us, which, fair, I'm gonna touch it. Patricia, drawing their broken axe, says that's probably a bad idea. Crow, who starts walking out of the circle, says, greetings, radiant bovine entity. The ground begins to quake. A low, vibrating tone builds beneath the grass at everyone's feet. Some of the flowers move to fasten the adventurers that are already in the circles at their ankles with a strength that no flower has any business having. Joey says, we did something wrong already. What kind of puzzle is this? Minerva, holding the ball and chain of Tawny's wrath found in the depths of Tawny's dungeon, and Voodoo Doll out in each hand, holds towards the cow. Quick, everyone, offer something. Adon, while reluctantly pulling out their winter wolf, says, why is that always your first solution? Doctor says, guys, get in the circles, and then we should probably hit the mystical whoa. Patricia says, that's probably a bad idea. But no one has a better idea, so they all scramble to situate themselves into the circles and stare at the cow expectantly. The red-haired cow lazily lowers its head and sniffs the ground. The humming ceases. Risa Cow, the god of the sunflower field. That's a lie. Minerva plays RuneScape. Probably tips cows. Oh my god, the hiding strats indeed. Okay, I'm leaving for the actor. You guys are so funny. Tawny's dungeon? No. Red-haired Risa? Definitely not the little thing that's here next to me, right? Definitely not. Doctor says, I was down at first, but like, how long do we have to stand here? Risa Cow lifts its head. The humming is back, but louder. It's almost like a howl. The flowers begin to whip their buds around violently, looking from adventurer to adventurer. Pompoko biddies, Mondo! Of course, it's the Risa Cow. Minerva says, it's like they're trying to speak to me. I know it. Crow, quickly grabbing their book with useless spells, says, maybe it does want offerings. Guys, empty your pockets. Patricia, sweating guiltily, patting at their pockets, that's probably a bad idea. Adon says, oh, 'cause you were cheating in the Slay the Spire card game last night, weren't you? I bet you have secret relic cards in those pockets. Risa Cow's eyes grow faintly. It moos again for a few eerie seconds of garbled moo that could almost be the common language. The cadence, the rising and falling of tone, it sounds so much like... Joey, having been nudged excitedly by their bumblebee, says, oh, it's the broken song that the recorder bard that Risa likes plays sometimes. Risa likes? The red rat lady. The group collectively flashes back to earlier that day when Tawny presented Risa with a gift, a stuffed rat plushie of the Rat Recorder's bard mascot, Mr. Squeaks. The flashback continues in the joint thought bubble, honing in on Patricia snatching it away sneakily to play catch with Doctor. Crow, Minerva, Adon, and Joey's heads swivel to stare down the two culprits. As if sensing a shift in atmosphere, the flowers in the circles too swivel their blooms. The cow continues mooing in a warbled sound. Patricia says, I can't give the cow Mr. Squeaks. That's stealing and re-gifting? Honestly, only one of these is against my morals. Oh. Adventurer. Uh-oh. A mistake was made. Let me put this on the side. The doctor says... Dr. 07's to Patricia and says, that's probably a bad idea, but... Joey says, Tanya and Risa would want this magical cow to have it. Minerva says, well, at least one of them would be okay with it. Crow says, I refuse to die via cattle and flour. I did not sign up for this. Adon says, who was it that had that flower allergy again? The cow impatiently stomps, its wailing song fading. The flowers begin to grow slowly, tightening their hold on the adventurers. Crow says, no, it's really happening. Joey tries to copy the song the cow is doing to soothe it, but it sounds sort of like the song that never ends instead. Doctor cries for help, but is ignored by UFO, who somehow happens to be free of the bindings. Adon says, this isn't what I thought having an allergy meant, but maybe it was me all along. Patricia chucks the stuffed Mr. Squeaks across the way so it lands in front of the cow with a traitorous tear in their eye. The cow slowly walks up to the Mr. Squeaks plush. It hums in approval. The circles around the adventurers flash and the flowers wilt back down to a healthy size. The cow looks up at them and in their heads they hear an eerie, thank you. You will be blessed for a day. Minerva says, it could do that the whole With another flash of light, the adventurers are miraculously teleported back to where they left the rest of the dungeon crawlers. For the subsequent 24 hours, they can only moo in response to their fellow party members' questionable and dubious looks. It is a convenient cop-out when Risa begins screaming, where's Mr. Squeaks? All adventurers internally. Ah, so that's why it's a blessing. Only for a day, that's right. Only for a day, Daku. T-Drink, sorry I've been lurking all stream. What's the situation? Hello, T-Drink. May. What VTuber? Bay? Bay? Rat VTuber Bay, yes. Yes, that one. Classic TARDIS acting up. Wild. I don't really know much about Doctor Who. Risa Crow made them into for 24 hours. What did you almost forget, T-Drank? Oh, I know what you almost forgot. What it do, what it do. It's ya smoking nephew. Wild, I forgot too. Can't believe that. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Did you guys think there would be a story? I need to move this back. I was looking for this. A story about Risa Cow. Wild, isn't it? Wild, isn't it? All right, we will work on story number 4 now. I have my follow-up conversation later today. Amazing, YZ. Later today. Oh, is it already? It's midnight for you, isn't it? I hope it goes well, YZ. And also welcome in. Hope you're doing well. This whole time she tried to pretend number 2 wasn't the best. What are you saying? I never said that. I never said that. I never said that. I did mess up. I didn't realize some of the words weren't quite adventurer, and it was adventure. So I'll have to go back and fix that. I'll have to go back and fix that. Are you guys liking the stories? We only have 1 left. Are the stories fun? Risa and I worked on them. We did get some help to get ideas and to get started. That's Risa Cow story. Almost never. I know, you're so right, Daku. Almost a never smoked nephew. You're in the future. It's already tomorrow. Crazy, YZ. You're very nervous. I hope it goes well. I really do. But also, remember, do what's best for you. Moo. They're super fun, super fun. Amazing. You're gonna have to go back and listen. I'll also, I'll post the stories somewhere so you all can read them again. Maybe I'll just post a link and I'll pin it. And that way you guys can come back to the docs. I'll put it like on one doc or something, but I have to fix the ones that are kind of messed up. Also, some of the tenses are wrong. I think we both sometimes write in present tense and then swap to past tense, stuff like that, you know? Can you believe this? We have 1 more story and then our adventure concludes. It's really coming to an end. Yes, Doctor, there is a Discord. Let me, the command doesn't work here since this is the Tani account. But I can grab an invite for you. Just Discord. Amazing. Look, T-Drank, it worked. And a wild gulpin appeared. Also amazing. Okay, I gotta finish putting in the missing parts. We're almost done here, but I have not completed everything. It has put up the story time. The story time slide. What's gulpin? Big cups of juice, T-Drank. Big cups of juice. Better watch out. That's not a threat, though. Wait, did I already copied the names in the chat? I think I did. But it's been way too long. I gotta do it again. This last story is probably the most like silly goofy story, I think. I mean, I don't know. The Risa Cow one is pretty silly goofy too, huh? Maybe they're tied for most silly goofy. Evermighty Tessric. Also, when I say, if I see your names right now, that's because I'm, just reminding myself who is which adventurer. Adon. T-Drank, I don't think you heard your story, but I accidentally said the wrong companion for yours, so it's going to be corrected on the stories that get posted. But unfortunately, when I read it out loud, I did it wrong. I'm sorry. My deepest apologies, good sir tea drink. Magic sapling. Mira was number 4. Mira. And oh, wait, really? That can't be right. We'll check it later. Magic sapling mentioned. 5 is Mondo. Mondo. And 6 was Arctic Fox. Arctic Fox. Oh, I see. I see what happened. Very good. I think this one is all filled. Let me do a quick spot check since it's our very last one. This one's the shortest one. It's only 6 scrolls long. Just 6. That's it. That's it. But it do be a silly one. So I hope it still delivers the entertainment that you are here for. Are we ready for story time number 4? Wow, I thought I was going to... Oh no, guys, I didn't say goodnight. I didn't text goodnight. Let's do that real quick. And then we can... Then we're good. Then we're good to go. Can you believe I didn't take any idle meetings today? I mean, I know there's no redeem for it, but you know, I didn't do it. You're playing Peak with the guys you met the day you fell into freezing water a couple months back. Oh, it sounds like fun. That sounds wild though when you fell into the freezing water a couple months back. Drink 1 liter of... Oh, there's no water redeems either. Good night, Daku? Are you going to sleep? Or are you saying because I need to text my mom good night? Sounds good, doctor. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. We'll see you next time. Sleep well. All right, let's we'll stop stalling. Let's read this last story. And then we'll be out of here for good, forever. We'll pack up and go. Channel points for Tony's idle meeting. Check that out. Funny. So funny. Okay, here we go. Story number 4. Story number 4. It's the very last one. Forever. It's most likely not, right? For the last story, let's have all the Risas on screen. The very last story. There will be streams, we're just not invited. That's wild, imagine. I'm streaming for myself, by myself, no one else knows and no one else is here. I'm gonna force you all to unfollow me, you won't know a thing. Okay, with all of our Risas here, the last set stream. Maybe that's a good way to say it. No, don't save your points. Well, there's nothing else to use your points on right now anyway, I guess. Again, thank you all for being here, by the way, and doing this. Actually, let me save that for the actual end after we read the story. It is oh, Daku! Guys, I'm getting so distracted. Daku, look! One of your Risas is up here on the screen. One of your Risas are here. Okay, for real now. Let's read this story. This last story includes Evermighty Tessric, Udon, Adon, Dondon, Magic Sapling, Commander Mira, Mondo, Pompoko Coconuts, and our good old Arctic Fox with redacted words redacted. The last story for Rizal, yes. And Crusola, no. Why is it that Risa's there? I want the other Risa cow. But there is Risa cow. Risa cow is here. Okay. I gotta stop distracting myself. Why is this smaller? How did this happen? Why is it all... Anyway. Oh. Wait. You all look at that real quick. Why is this... Oh, I know what happened. There we go. Okay, now it's good. We're good again. Oh, you're just in time, yes, for the epic conclusion. Perfect. After a 3-month journey, battling gnarly beasts and mystical monsters... What is going on here? With dark magic, the dungeon crawlers find themselves hyped and ready for the next big boss. It comes as no surprise to find them begrudgingly dragging their feet after Poko sends them on a quest to find coconuts, Tessric wails, exasperated, kicking a pebble that hits Adon square in the back of their head. Ow, Adon scowls as Magic Sapling exclaims, "Ooh, rock," picking it up and putting it into their pocket. We've been searching for hours, Mira sighs. What do coconuts even look like? I don't know, but I've looked in every bush, next to every stump. I even dug in the sand, Mondo said, shaking a fist at the sand as if it was a sworn enemy. Maybe we just need to slash the trees like this, Arctic Fox suggests, swiftly pulling out their frying pan and pretending to have a sword fight with a tree. At this moment, one might think the trees, having been hit in a way not too unlike Sora swooshing his wooden blade at the beginning of a Kingdom Hearts playthrough, would shake and an elusive coconut would fall. The whole party was silent as they peered up at the tree. Nothing happened. Sighs all around. Arctic Fox plops down and leans against a tree trunk, defeated. Well, would anyone care for a sandwich? Magic Sapling says, "Sure, let me just pull up a seat," taking out their toy sword to draw a chair in the sand. Mira rolls their eyes and plops down next to Arctic Fox, hand outstretched, and into Mira's hand, Arctic Fox tosses a sandwich, Mondo chokes, the juice from the sippy cup they borrowed from Risa almost spraying out of their nose. Tessric and Adon whip their heads around, and Adon exclaims, "A hot dog is not a sandwich." Does it really matter if it is or not? As long as it's delicious, Tessric reaches out for their own may or may not be a sandwich. It matters, Mondo and Adon bow in unison, Mondo drawing their plunger and Adon intimidatingly spinning their Sword of the Creator in their hands. Whoa, no need to get fighty, Magic Sapling says lightly. Besides, the only sandwich anyone needs is this. They beam as they pull out a chunk of lasagna. Mira's hot dog rolls out of their hand, too shocked to notice their tawny owl and Tessric's dragon seizing the moment and seizing their fallen dog. Mondo's black cat scuttles over quickly to partake in the spoils. Oh wait, that's so true, Daku. Magic Sapling is literally doing art. Plunger OP. Oh yeah, they're so cool, right? Perf, everyone's so good and talented with art. Even Arctic Fox looks aghast and reaches past Mira, attempting to hold their tiramisu. Hey, that's my tiramisu, Mira exclaimed in protest, almost getting robbed twice in 1 minute. Okay, okay, okay. We're clearly all just tired and a little hungry, Tessrick said rationally. Let's all just have a few bites, they said while rummaging past their silver crossbow to grab a bowl and spoon from their bag. Tessrick pours milk into their bowl and then pours the cereal. Adon, Magic Sapling, Mira, Mondo, and Arctic Fox are stunned. Absolute silence, broken only by Mondo's black cat sneezing from their spring allergies. Tessrick looked up, mouthful of cereal. What? But before they could say a word, Adon's wyvern, Magic Sapling's goldfish in a bag, and Arctic Fox's Pegasus all come thundering by, squeaking, frantic, and animated. Big bags full of coconuts in tow. Magic Sapling's goldfish in a bag drops a few of the nuts, but Arctic Fox's Pegasus stops them from picking them up, rushing them along. Coconuts? Adon stutters, shocked, but the companions don't stop. Adon's wyvern frantically locking eyes with them, eyes full of urgency. Magic Sapling gasps, yelling, Giants! And everyone leaps to their feet. My coconut bites! Or should I say, my coconut bites! The smallest giant roared. The party acts quickly. The 3-month journey prepared them for this. Finally, another moment to shine. Tesseric, Magic Sapling, and Mondo quickly enter formation in the front lines, just as they had many times before. Tesseric drawing out their potions that change rapidly. Magic Sapling already readied with their blurry JPEG printout of Tani loading. And Mondo fumbling, but not a second too late, with their photo frame with stock photo of RessaTanu. In the back lines, Adon plants their feet squarely, wielding their tung sahur. Mira, center back, takes a deep breath and lets out a battle cry, thrusting their bag of holding linked above their head, while Arctic Fox stands calmly, their Reinhardt's rocket hammer securely in place. The party dashes forward as a unit, and just as they are about to clash with a horde of giants, the giants all fall through the ground in one swift motion. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed them whole. A gigantic trapdoor consumed them. The adventurers stare in disbelief. Far behind them, a shuffling sound caught their attention. Mira's tawny owl and Tesseric's dragon were seen swatting at each other, one holding a metal box with a big red button that said, "Do not push." They noticed the party staring at them, and Mira's tawny owl points at Tesseric's dragon, who, having been betrayed, knocks them on the side of the head, and the two go back at it again. So, Magic Sapling says quietly, just like all the other battles, we'll tell the others we fought gallantly and fiercely, and no one will be the wiser. They nod fervently in unison. They had never been more in agreement. The party quickly gathered their things, picking up the fallen coconuts, and made their way back to the rest of the dungeon crawler party, sharing hot dogs, lasagna, and milk before cereal alike. And that concludes the final story of our dungeon crawlers adventuring party. Gotta keep that stock photo in one piece for real. Tung sahur. I can't believe I actually said that. It's wild. Triple T silver mentioned. I didn't do the Wordle yet, Daku. I'll do the Wordle, I swear. I have all the pets always fight and everyone. They really, they don't know what else to do with themselves. I'll miss you all. It's it for us. It's been a wild ride. Indeed it has. Indeed it has. Amazing times. I forgot to say the names of the last story. So the one with Risa Cow was called Legendary Cattle, and this last one we just read was called A Most Epic Quest. It was the most epic quest. It was such a fun ride. I'm so glad it was fun. I'm so glad. Do you guys know? Do you want to guess? Well, two things. First of all, what was your favorite story? Story time number 1 was Draconic Tears? Draconic Tears. Did I spell that right? Draconic, not Dragonic. Draconic. Draconic Tears. Storytime 2 was a legendary cattle. 3 was an ordinary evening in the tavern. An ordinary evening in the tavern. And number 4 was a most epic adventure. Was it adventure? Quest. A most epic quest. Risa Cow story was your favorite. I'm not surprised that you'd say that, Mundo. Not surprised at all. Not in the slightest, even. It's not graduate. Yeah, what? No one's graduating. You've all failed, apparently. Tanya under RessaTanu graduation day. Wild. No, Arctic Fox. No. 33. Which one's 33? They were all good. You like them. Oh, number 3. Legendary cattle was Risa Cow, and it was rich. Good thing that Risa was Arctic Fox, you almost tricked me into saying that. I can't believe it. Was a redacted in all of them. Dungeon Crawler Beach episode. We didn't have every single dungeon crawler in the stories, right? You know, I can't say that. Mellow Alloy, why are we redeeming? No more redeeming. No more redeeming. You all are wild. I gotta take everything off now. Disable everything. Twitch doesn't like that I'm disabling everything. Everything's off. The only thing that's still up now is first, but that's already been redeemed. Tung. Sahur. My gosh, Tiny Dream. No. Oh, I forgot to take off those ones. Dang it. Oh, dang it, there. No, you were not first and second. All these lies. All these lies. Do you guys know which ones Risa worked on and which ones I worked on? We both did too. You were first 4 times. Yeah, Joey got the whole, what would you call that? All 4? 100% first for all 4. Crazy. No, don't do the Pompoko Biddies redeem. Don't do it. Tany's meeting idol check doesn't seem like Tanya wants it. I feel like I gotta go soon. It's okay, T-Drink. No worries. No worries. You can watch the VOD. The VOD doesn't stay up as long here, but I will download it and upload to the RessaTanu YouTube, what's it called? VODs channel? Or it's just our channel. It's just our channel, really. We do put VODs up there. It will be there, and I will also share the stories themselves too. Risa made the Risa Cow story because one word you didn't know. You're so smart, Daku. Daku, that's a great guess, you know? So we think legendary cattle was Risa. Risa the redacted healer and Risa Cow. Any guesses to which one I might have written or helped to write? Expanded on. Are the other ones hard to tell? Did Risa do Draconic Tears? Pretty sure 3 was Risa as well. Wow, everyone just thinks Risa writes everything, huh? Or was Tani? Why is 4 Tani? Sakura thinks Tani wrote 3. Are those our final guesses? Instead of lizards for Tani, it's no, it's not our dig box. 1 was both of us. Oh, you think we combined wrote number 1? All brilliant guesses. All very brilliant guesses. Risa did indeed write number 1 and 2. And I wrote 3 and 4. Johnny wrote fake number 2 as a number 3. You're so right, Mondo. You got it right. I wrote 3 and 4. I didn't have quite as much time. I kind of procrastinated a little. It was really fun though. I feel like they're pretty silly, fun, and who knows, maybe we can try at a very far future, maybe in another year, maybe another decade, maybe even another century. We could try to write a couple more to try to capture the story of the other dungeon crawlers who were not in these first 4 stories. However, if that happens, it shall not be happening over here. Most likely it will happen on the RessaTanu account. Guys, please can we cancel our subscriptions, please? No, not next week, Crow. No, Arctic Fox, no. It'll be Risa versus Tanu starting next week. Imagine. Imagine. I mean, there shall be a side quest number 2. I don't know if it'll happen yet. I think it was kind of a mistake to try to do the side quest while we had the Pompoko Gym Leader challenge going on. Like, you know, it's not that we planned it this way. I actually wasn't thinking that we'd get this invested in the dungeon crawler stuff. Risa appeared, Risa. Risa, do you want to see if you can get your ferret? Do you want to see if you can get your ferret real quick? There's still a ferret on the wheel. I made a redeem where what? In Avengers Doomsday. I mean, oh, that many Risas you mean on the screen. Wait, can you redeem the respin? Where is it? Replace and respin. I just activated the redeem. Replace your companion and respin. We're about to close up, so we're not gonna stay here long. Joey, you're gonna replace your companion? You can't. You have to keep your bee. Kinda doesn't want to add the other Risa cow. What other Risa cow? Oh, that one. Oh, Daku, that's what you meant. Oh, Daku, you know why? It's because I made these, like I added these to OBS a month ago, or like whenever the first day was. So that was before you had drawn the other Risa cow. That's what you meant. I get it now. My bad. That's what you wanted. Yeah, what if there was? Interesting, perf. What a idea. Okay, sorry, let me spin for Risa real quick. What was Risa's original one? We have to put it. Oh, it was Poko. Why do I always forget that the first one's Poko? Arctic Fox, you actually want to respin and replace your companion after all the stories that have already happened with your companion? You want to you're just using your points, right? Oh, you have one, I see. But we're gonna see if Risa can get the one that is still on the wheel. You know? That's what we're gonna try to see. Let me put away all the Risas real quick. There's too many of them. So we have to put Poko back. That give me it's Risa, there's no trade right now. There's no trade on here right now. Okay, since it's on horse, I'm not gonna shuffle. But we will spin to see what Risa gets. No, you're kidding. It actually Risa actually got the other ferret. That's wild. Okay, this happened for Doctor too. Doctor did a respin and wanted the UFO, and Doctor got the UFO. How does this happen? Now Poco's stuck back on the wheel. Poor Poko. Poor Poko. Ferret. Wild. Amazing. Good riddance. Poor Poko. Crazy. Crazy, really. Alright, all the Risas back up. I forgot what I was saying. Risa, I think everyone liked our stories. I think they had a fun time. We didn't get everyone in on a story. I don't know for some folks if it was like didn't have enough money, or maybe, you know, like people were kind of lurking today too. But maybe in a far future, that's what I was saying, a far future, another decade, maybe another century, we shall potentially try to do some more fun story stuff like this. There's no promises. Maybe we can try to help the others that weren't able to redeem today get some sort of fun story too. But I actually had a ton of fun doing it. I was just super overwhelmed and stressed because I waited last minute. Yeah, I waited last minute. That was my bad. Yeah. Not next month, Crow. Not next month. Yeah. Arctic Fox was just trying to spend their points. I'm gonna refund it. Don't worry. And then Joey still wants their bee. You miss Tani under RessaTanu. No, that's not right. That's not right. But anyway, that is it for today. What else is there to say? Thank you all for helping with the side quest. It was a lot of fun. I really didn't actually expect so many of you to come through. I thought like maybe on average we'd get like 10 or 15 of you, but it was really cool to see so many of you come in and also have a lot of fun with being dungeon crawlers. Like I was thinking I was gonna play some other random games on these streams, but you guys were so into this, I felt like we had to do more dungeon crawler stuff. We did complete the side quest. Yes, Hertz, we've completed the side quest. So what that means is, thank you for being here, Sakura. If anyone has to leave, please feel free to go too. I'm just yapping. I'm just yapping. We're about to end. Um, but we've completed the side quests. If you've been here for at least one of the streams, then you will earn the side quest #1 badge. It has not been revealed yet for reasons unknown to many, but reasons known to a few. So just look out for that. Anything else? Anything else? I don't know if there's anything else to really say right now. Thank you, Shadow. Have a good night too. Never we are trapped here. You're not trapped here. You guys gotta go. You gotta go. Shout out to Mondo. Oh yes, there is an announcement. We do have an announcement. Please, if you're not already, please join us in following our good old pal, Pompoko Nuts, aka Mondo Sensei. Mondo would love a follow, and we are asking for those follows on Mondo's behalf. Risa, should I say more or just that? Please follow Mondo. Great. Okay, I'll say it. If Mondo gets how many was it again? Mondo's gonna do a 24-hour stream, but Mondo's condition was to get 150 followers. So if we can get Mondo up to 150 followers, Mondo's gonna do a 24-hour stream. You heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks. Lauren, you were here in spirit. It was good to see you come in. Perhaps if we do some more story stuff, we can get you into one of those stories too. Stories too. I feel like my voice cut out for a second. 24-hour scream. That's right. That's right. So please join us in following Mondo. Wait, whoa. I never said that I'm volunteering to do it. I'm just saying that we got to make Mondo do it. Truthfully, I'd probably have to come in and out on the stream. I don't know if I could be there for 24 hours. I think it destroyed me a little bit. I still don't think I'm fully recovered. Truthfully. The other thing I was gonna say was there will be a side quest #2 at some point, probably not super soon. That side quest is gonna be much simpler, and it will not involve us being this interactive, most likely. Side quest #2 is really such like a mini side quest, so when that happens, we'll give you guys a little bit of a heads up, and we'll make sure that we complete that side quest too. Yeah, it's gonna be a mini side quest. It's gonna be a I can't think of a good alliteration. Never mind. Risa, will you sell your soul again for a 24-hour? Tanya was daydreaming a bunch of. No, I was not, Arctic Fox. That's not true. Side quest #2, we will be Tanya above RessaTanu. No doomsday. A teeny tiny task. However, it's not Tani who's doing the task. That's as much as we can say for now. Alright, I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. Does it really matter if I'm hungry? I can't eat yet. I still have to wait anyway. But thank you all again for being here and for hanging out and doing all this cool fun stuff. Let me see if we can raid. And you guys can earn a little bit more channel points, I guess. Not that you need it because we're not doing anything else here anymore anyway, right? So you don't really need it. I am not really sure how much longer they're gonna be streaming, but let's just go right into Avil anyway. Wait, before I forget. Oh yeah, we don't have a raid message here. I forget all the time. You know, maybe we shouldn't raid into Avil. I feel like Avil's gonna get confused about what's happening. Avil knows that me and Risa are a duo at RessaTanu, but it's gonna shout out my Tanya of RessaTanu account, and I really don't want that to happen. Should we raid into Demon Rider for one more fun time? It's probably the last, like one of the last times that we're gonna raid into Demon Rider. We can all farm a little bit of points over there too. Oh wait, guys, I got so distracted. Why did you do this to me? Please unsubscribe from the Tanya of RessaTanu account. I don't want to see any subscriptions on here. I appreciate you all helping make sure this quest is completed. Unofficially, by the way. I think I have to wait to make sure it was officially completed, like, tomorrow or something. No, Joey. Oh, you wrote that earlier. I saw it and then I got completely distracted. Don't sub. Please cancel your subscriptions. Please cancel your subscriptions. You don't need to be subscribed to this account. Honey, is no. No, Udon, you did not. Please cancel your subscriptions. That's as much as I can say. That's all I can say, really. You just need to do it. Cancel them. Your badge. Your badge? What badge? Your first badge? It's okay. There's memories that it's there. 4 days left and it's out of your hands. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, that was gifted to you, wasn't it? That's great. Transfer your Oh, T-Drink. T-Drink literally is our unofficial spokesperson. It's wild. It's crazy. It's crazy. Our longest employee who isn't really an employee, but is and also not being paid. Wouldn't unfollowing and unsubscribing look suspicious? You can stay followed. That's fine. But you don't need to be subbed. I mean, nobody ever needed to be subbed. You didn't need to be subscribed. You got until the 28th. Oh my goodness. No, don't gift one back, guys, please. You don't need to be subscribed here. Nothing's gonna happen here. You just know that you got that first badge, that you had it, you know? And that's what matters. There's a list of founders. It will be a list that will always stay perpetually there. I will not do anything to it, even if you're not subbed. You will always be a founder on the Tanya of RessaTanu account. You would have only been in one story if you didn't sub. Well, you know, but anyway, just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Good night, Arctic Fox. Okay, I'm done yelling at you all to unsub. I think I'm. What do you mean you don't know how to get rid of it? You just go to your subscriptions and then you say cancel and it'll cancel it once your time is up. The subs mean people are here for Tani and not. But I'm also RessaTanu. Daku? I'm also RessaTanu. Subscribe again. No. Your CC will be... What? Why? Don't let it. Don't let it. Guys, you should not be subscribed to a channel that's not streaming. Okay, don't do it. Unsubscribe. You can always resubscribe later. But also, if the Tani Twitch channel ever goes live, there's no need to subscribe. There's no need to subscribe. I'm getting worked up. I'm getting too worked up and I need to eat food. Okay, let's raid. This is too much now. We gotta raid. I gotta get out of here. I don't have a raid message. We don't need a raid message. Demon Rider. There we go. The raid's happening. There's all I need to subscribe. Don't hurts. No. Look at all those emotes. Alright, friends. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. It's always a pleasure and a great time with you all. I will share those stories, like I said, if you want to read them yourself, but also you can look back on the VOD. Thank you all again! Oh, that's a perfect raid message that Risa made. Thank you. Pom Pokotani, Pom Pokopon. This has been RessaTanu on the Tanya of RessaTanu account. Goodbye.